Good evening, everyone. So we are here today with our very informal session, not very formal, and introduction and all. Everybody knows our beloved Praveen sir. So I will not go into much of introduction part, but we thought that it's necessary to interact with each other, so we can vent out our feelings, and we can ask the questions and solve our doubts. So that's we are here. But those who are new, a few new parents are joining us today. For them, I would like to introduce in brief that
Praveen Kumar advocate amata autism gurinchi cheptunnadu.
Just mute yourself, guys. Okay. Praveen Kumar sir, he is running his NGO, and he's a director or founder of Autism Parent Hub and family. It's a big family. You are also part of it, and now we SNIC are also part of it. So I can't see anybody. I mean, can you please switch on your videos? This is not a very formal kind of a thing. So we would like to see whom we are talking, right, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can we start, sir?
Yeah, sure, Harshali. Yep, no problem.
Yes, I'll hand it over to you, sir. Then whenever, if somebody wants to ask any question, they can please raise their hand. Then we can go one by one. So I'll hand it over to you, sir.
Yeah, sure, Harshali. Thank you, Harshali. Again, you're the one who initiated this chit-chat session with the parents who has questions and concerns and would like to share their in this platform. People who you know me, that's fine. If you don't know me, my name is Praveen. I'm the one who started Autism Parents Hub in 2014 for the parents, especially for the parents in India who are looking for help and who has less resources and less financial support and less family support. So when I started this organization, actually we do have a website and so much of platforms, but we slowly restricted to a Facebook group so that people can share the things from their side, and the parents from the other countries or other states, they can come up with their own ideas, their experiences. So slowly our group is bigger and bigger now. The most credible and the most active and the most serious group in Asia is Autism Parents Hub. So thank you for everyone who is supporting that. And me as a special needs parent, I started my journey in 2006. I live in US, but I'm very much connected to the parents in India. I talk to them when they send me a question, when they have a concern, when they need help, when they need support. So I always talk positively, and I listen to parents because I am also a parent and I know the pain, I know the frustration, I know the agony, and we will keep doing this until something comes up from the healthcare or from the technology point of view to support our children without any support or with little bit of support. So my goal is to tell every parent every day is like understanding the children, help the children at the right time, in the right way, the right support. And there is no medicine, there is no magic, there is no miracle. And please don't be in the emotional trap or don't be in the technical trap. The more you understand the child, the more you spend time with your child, the more interaction with your child, the more you play with the child will help you giving a self-assessment of like what your child needs are, what your child likes, dislikes, strengths, weaknesses, challenges, abilities, disabilities, so that you can create your own education plan at home and you can work on it, and you can understand what are the top priorities to make your child functional, like sleep patterns, toilet training, self-sufficient needs, taking bath, eating food, asking for basic needs like water, food, such kind of things. So when we started this organization, many parents were having zero knowledge about autism, even though they were sending their children to the therapies. But slowly, we made our parents in terms of advocacy and awareness, like we have to fight for our children, we have to help our children, and we have to stand for our children. So that was the thing. And then always look for your children the right time to help. Like in 24 hours, there will be 1 minute to 5 minutes of time where you can help your child. Like, for example, when we bring the tigers and lions from the wild forest to the circus, the way they train those animals, even though those are very strong, they're very wild and very powerful animals, they will wait for the 2 or 3 minutes of time, and that is the time they try to get into the tigers or animals world and then make them play in the circus, and then they will send them back again to the whatever the place they need to go. So that is how we need to identify the right time to play with our children. Okay, so always document the things. If something is happening, means there might be a reason. So there is a cause and effect. So write down the fact and understand what is triggering this kind of issue or this kind of response or this kind of communication from the child. So that will help when you talk to the professionals and the teachers or whoever is helping you. Okay, so that is about me and what we are doing. You can go ahead if you have any questions and see if I can answer your questions with a parent perspective, with my experience and the journey in like the last 16 years. Yeah, please go ahead, Arshali, and see if any parent is having a serious concern or a question to be answered right away.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Can you please raise the hand, parents? Then I can unmute you. Or I'll unmute. Yeah, you can unmute yourself and ask the question one by one. Yeah, Nitya.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you.
please. Please go ahead.
Hello, Anna. Good evening.
And how are you?
Yeah. Fine, Anna.
Yeah, Nitya, I saw your resume. I'm going to post that in the group and see who can help us from Tamil Nadu to provide a support for you. Okay, if
Yes,
that
ma'am.
was your question. Yeah.
Yeah. And the problem is, he is repeating recently in the last 1 month, he is repeating a lot. If I'm saying, give me a mobile, he's saying, give me a mobile, and he's giving the mobile. He's repeating a lot. I don't know how much he can understand. And he's talking to insects and animals. For example, if he's seeing any spider, he's saying, this is camel spider. But I don't know the scientific name of the spider. I don't know where he read or where he understood that. He's saying it is daddy long-legged spider. I thought that he's creating some name, but it is a real scientific name of that particular spider. So I don't know how to take him in a proper way. Is he going in a good track, or he is thinking that insect is very important, animals. Even he is seeing a cow also, he is able to identify this is Jersey cow. He's saying this is Jersey cow, this is different cow. He's naming out the particular cow name or any other things. I don't know, it's going in a right track. Is any issues that he's going to face? I don't know.
No, Nitya, there is no right track or wrong track for the children at that age. So what they're doing is they're exploring the things in the environment in their own way. So like, for example, when you go outside, the way you explore is different than way I explore. So their imagination, their pretending, their way of talking, their way of responding is different. That matters with every kid. And the reason why he is responding the same thing what you say is sometimes it's called as echolalia. Like you say, what is your name? They'll say, what is your name? Means that they are not processing the question. So at that point, they need visual support. So always talk with the pictures, not with the words. The more you provide the visual, like you take your pictures, mother, okay? So show that mama, tell me what is your mom's name. So instead of they're looking at you, they're looking at your picture. Or write down your word here, mom, and then write your name also. Instead of saying they're like, what is your name? Say, what is your name? Read it here, like show the name right away. So they'll understand that what is your name is the question and the answer is their name. Okay. So always try to provide the visual. That is the first thing. Second thing is when they're talking about the spiders or cats and cows, because they are seeing those practically when when they might have seen those in the TV, they might have seen in the phone, or they might have seen outside. So the best way is you join in the conversation and make it a little better conversation instead of like inappropriate conversation.
Okay.
So for example, he's talking about the spider. Say, it's a spider. You know, spider is an insect. Do not touch the spider. Spider will bite you. You know, spider has so many legs. Count the legs, and then take a video or go into the YouTube and find information about spider and show him what is a spider.
Okay.
So when he's exploring something, see whether you can provide more information about that and ask him to draw the picture of the spider, write the word about spider, and get some books which has information about spider. Like you provide more information, and then do not think about which way they are going. They are not taking drugs or alcohol or smoking to understand which way they are going. They are going in a direction to understand, to learn, to interact, to get information from the environment. So which is a very positive thing. Your son is doing a right thing.
Okay.
Okay. Never think in a negative side, or never think like which way he's going. He's going in a right way, and you go with him. Okay.
Oh yes, no. Now he is improving a lot. Even I'm not giving speech or any therapy.
Read more books which has more pictures, not the words.
Okay.
Okay, and then show him more interactive videos in the YouTube, like a kiddos world, or any videos which has pictures and the words and the sounds. And then you sit next to him, show him. Don't show him in the phone, show him in the TV.
Okay. Okay.
The bigger the picture, it is more better. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, next, David, you want to ask something?
Okay, buenos días, Senora, ¿cómo estás? I want to probably, if you could...
Excuse me, English, in English, please.
Okay, I was, yes, I was saying that I want to see, my question is, if it's possible to get assistance from the assistance is, I would like to get assistance about the.
Okay, I think his voice is not very clear. I will ask next, Mitra. Can you please go ahead?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. I'm Mitra. Actually, my son is 3 years, 10 months old. Yeah, we diagnosed autism in the age of 3 years, 1 month. And we are undergoing therapies. We are from Hyderabad. We are undergoing therapies here only in our mother tongue. So we could see some little improvement, and we are following diet also. Autism diet also we are following. But he is actually my son is, he's a second issue. I have a daughter of 7 years old. So he always wants to wear her dresses only. Always he'll be wearing her dresses all the time. I don't know why is he doing that. And even if they are soiled also, he wants to put on the dresses for 3 to 4 days. Yeah, that is why is he doing like that. We couldn't understand.
Use dresses.
Yeah, soiled dresses also he will be continuing to wear that.
Okay. So your name is Mitra, or is there any other name which I can call you?
Yeah, please call Mitra, ma'am, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Mitra. I think what you need to do is like a boy sleeping in the same room with the family, or is he sleeping in a different room?
No, he's he's sleeping along with us only.
Okay, so how old is he?
He's 3 years, 10 months, sir.
Okay, to start, do you have a double bedroom or different room for make your children sleep in a different room rather than next to you?
No, but they sleeps along with me only, sir, both the kids.
No, I understand, but my question is, do you have one more extra room for your
Yeah,
children?
extra room is there. Yes, extra room is
Okay.
there.
Yeah, so the first thing you need to do is make that extra room suitable for your boy and make sure that the toys, the things, what is ever appropriate for the boys, you have to set up that, like whatever the things he like Spider-Man or Superman or whatever like boys play with. So
Yes,
make sure that all the toys related to boys in that room, that is the first thing. And
Okay.
second thing is take some pictures of your boy and put it on the wall and tell them that this is his room every day. He is going to sleep, he's going to play, he's going to spend some time in that room.
Okay.
That is the second thing. Third thing is, does he have any sleep pattern issues? Like, is he getting up in the middle of the night or is he
No,
sleeping?
sir. No.
Okay, perfect. Okay, show him the videos in the YouTube where
Okay.
the boys play, the boys interact, the boys spend, the boys wear. Like, show him go and search like the videos like kindergarten boys playing,
Okay.
kindergarten boys dressing, kindergarten boys toys.
Okay, sir. Yes.
So like what happened with our children is when they spend some time, like if you send a boy with like 10 or 12 girls from the same age at the early ages, they will slowly learn, like they doesn't know, even though they're masculine and they're going to be men, but slowly they will try to follow the girls because of the maybe spending time with
Yes,
the girl children.
Yes, sir. Actually,
So
he imitates a lot his sister.
Yeah, that one type of imitation is really good, like in terms of play or in terms of speech,
Yeah,
in
in
terms of
terms of
communication and
even in
everything.
the
Yeah,
play area also, he'll be playing whatever she plays.
yeah. So,
If she's swinging means he'll also swing. If she comes out
yeah,
of that, he'll also come out of it.
which is a very good thing. So you can use that as a resource or a way to teach your boy in the future. But right now, what I want you to do is set up something for him that it is a boy thing.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So show him that these are boys' clothes, these are girls' clothes. If you want to wear girls' clothes, no. Tell him, teach him no. Like if you say no means no.
Okay. Yes, sir.
And then if you have any relatives or cousins who has boy children and who can in the same age group,
Yes,
call
yes.
them for a play date or sleepovers, and make sure that he spends time with boys more every day.
Okay.
And then whenever your husband has some time, ask him to spend some extra time with him, like taking him for walks, taking him to the
Yeah.
parks, and ask him to take bath along with him, and then ask him to keep telling him that what is a boy thing and what boys do, what are the top toys boys play with. So make sure that understand the colors, the toys, everything. So that is why I'm asking you to set up a room for him.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Set
Yes, sir.
like if you are more comfortable and more luxury and more resourceful, then make a room for your girl and make room for a boy, and even the colors also you can paint it for boys colors and girls colors.
Okay. Oh.
And make sure that the toys are different. Tell that this basket is boys your toys and these are girls toys, your sister's toys. And these clothes you wear, this is boys clothes. You have to tell him in a little stern way
Okay.
so that he understands. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
and then they teach him like what is dirty clothes and what is washed clothes. When you are washing the clothes in the washer, you make him stand next to you and tell him that these are the dirty clothes. Okay.
Yes. Soil
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah, you use the YouTube resources in showing that what happens if you wear dirty clothes.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Got it.
read the books to make him understand what is dirty and what is clean.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, and you have to provide some kind of adaptive and supportive environment to understand that boy is different, girl is different in terms of behavior, not in terms of emotions.
Yes, sir. That's what he doesn't know what is his gender. Also, he thinks.
No, he will know. He's a very small boy. He will definitely know what is his gender as he grow.
Yeah, okay.
As he interact with more boys, that is what I'm telling. The first thing he had to do is your husband has to jump in right now.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And you can play the games at home, the board games, like girls are one side, boys are one side, something like that.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes.
Okay, and if you need more information, if you can post it in the group, some other senior parents also give their ideas, because they might have this kind of same experience.
Yes, yes. Okay.
But I'm
Yeah.
telling this is, if I have the same challenge, what do I do?
Okay.
Okay, like boys play with the balls, boys play with
Yes,
the
yes,
soccer
yes.
ball, tennis ball. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, Aminder Singh ji, please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you're right.
Hello, Praveen ji. Thanks
am
for
Rinder.
your efforts. Thanks for your efforts, what you are doing for all other people, other parents too. My
Yeah, no problem.
son is a 6-year-old. He is on the spectrum, and we came to know at the age of 3. And right now, he's having occupational therapy and language therapy.
Mhm.
I'm from Delhi. Uh, the main thing what I've seen in his behavior is, in the last 3 months during the occupational therapy, some you can say some issues regarding the feeling of sensory issues. uh, he takes on touching some things, touching somebody clothes, and not knowing what's the barrier, what should be followed, what tasks to be taken in a right manner, uh, why not to touch anybody, like this. So etiquettes. And the other thing what I want to just to share with you, in India, we all know the people are not that much sensitive and that much not aware regarding the spectrum and autism.
Yeah.
Should we think to move somewhere on the foreign country, like Canada or New Zealand, so that we could be able to better provide the social interaction, provide the good, sensible uh, environment to our sensitive child. What are your views, sir?
Okay, you have 3 questions, Amrinder. The first question is regarding the occupational therapy, and second thing is the response from the body while touching and something like that. Third question is
Right,
the environment where you need more support or more awareness. Okay.
right, right, right.
So let's talk about the last question first. First thing is, the parents in America, the parents in Canada, the parents in UK, even they are struggling. They are struggling here. Even myself, sometimes when I go to the social parties with Indian families, everybody will jump in. They will suggest me. They will give me suggestions, and they will always tell me, like, why don't you leave your boy for a few minutes with other boys? So it's basically what happens is, it's not where you are, it is how you are. So that
Right.
is the thing I understood. It is not where you are. People in Andhra Pradesh, people in America, it's same. They are people. So that is the first point. Second point is, from the resources point of view, like for therapies, for services, for some kind of external support. It's true that Western countries have more advocacy and more awareness. For example, I live in US and my son is a US citizen. If something happens to me and my wife, by afternoon, the social services team will jump in and they will take over my child, and they will make sure that my child is safe, and they will decide what should be done next. So that kind of thing definitely is there. And even in India also, for example, recently when the whole family passed away with the COVID, uh, there was support from the disability side in Delhi, and I completely understand that it is how you inform or how you are connected with the other parents. So wherever you are, find the relatives, find the colleagues, find the neighbors, cousins who are more empathy and sympathy towards your family.
Right.
If you are in your own business, make sure that your employees understands your priorities. And then what you have to arrange some kind of social events at your house so that they understand that Amarinder's son is a slow learner, not disabled, is a slow learner. He needs help. So always put an external support from your side. Like if something happens to me, my wife will take care. If something happens to me and my wife, so who is the third person? Is it your brother? Is it your cousin? So put something like that, and then take an insurance policy, like a depending on your financial strength, take an insurance policy, and then work every day for your child to make him functional. And if you have an opportunity to move to Canada or to US, definitely you can take that opportunity, because of not like you're going to get a lot of silver bullets or a lot of help from it, but you might have better chances. Okay, but if you don't have anybody in Canada and you're going to stay alone there won't be any change. So again, you are playing a lottery that you need to get a right therapist, a right teacher, and the right school, and the right neighborhood, and the right community. So, and then if something doesn't work there, and then again, you have to come back. So wherever you want to go, you try for 6 months. Don't plan for like, oh, I'm going to live there. For example, I moved back to India in 2015, and it was a bummer. I was just completely lost, and it took 2 years for me to come back. Like after, even though I came back to US, it took 2 years to rebuild my life again.
Rebuild. Right.
So I lost a lot of health, like a lot of wealth and health also because of the stress. Okay, so you have to do a lot of what do you call a documentation and work, and understand what is the better place for me. How many people are here to support me? How many people? How much financially well for me if I live in Canada? So who are there to support me, and what are the resources, and is that place appropriate for me and for my son? So that is one thing. Okay, and second question is about your occupational therapy. First of all, talk to your occupational therapist that what are the goals set by the occupational therapist, and what is the assessment done? What is the purpose of occupational therapy? Speech therapy, occupational therapy, and ABA are more popular therapies throughout the world. Speech therapy will be given to a child understanding the needs of the child, not the regular general speech therapy. Okay. Some children can speak, some children can show the gestures, and some children are completely non-verbal. So they will set some goals. If the boy or girl is a non-verbal, the first thing they need to do is they need to match, show, point, finger pointing, eye contact, gestures. So that is where the communication will start. Communication, like you go to China or Japan or some country where you don't understand the language. What do? You use the eye contact or signals, like I want water, I want to eat, I'm hungry, I want to sleep. So these things to be learned first. Okay. So no matter whether it is verbal or non-verbal, you go to a country where you don't understand the language, you are non-verbal, but you can communicate. How do you communicate? You communicate with your body. So that is how the speech therapist will start the goals that, oh, this child is non-verbal or this child is verbal. So if it is verbal, then improve the verbal communication. If it is a non-verbal, improve the communication towards the verbal communication. So that is where speech therapy is. And then occupational therapy is, there are two types of things here. One is understanding the body. Like some children do not know how to hold the spoon, hold the fork, hold the pen, cannot put the button on, cannot sit for a while, cannot eat with the fingers, cannot wash their hands, cannot wash their face, cannot squeeze something, cannot hold with the index and the thumb finger, cannot use all the fingers at the same time, cannot isolate all the fingers. They will keep moving all the time. They'll keep rocking all the time. So depending on their body assessment, occupational therapy will set the goals. Like for the next 3 months, I will work on this skill, and then we will revise the goal again to understand why the goals are not met. So, and then they have to talk to the parents. That is what occupational therapy is. Like you give a pen to your child, see if he can hold it or not. So how to hold the pen? you have to use these 3 fingers or 4 fingers. That means thumb and the 3 fingers combination. So if they don't understand how to use their fingers, then the occupational therapy come into the picture. So
Okay.
talk to your OT first. Forget about what your child is doing. Talk to your OT and see what goals is being set for your child for the next 3 months. And then if the goals are not met, then you have to revise it. You have to talk to the therapist. And if you are running out of money, I posted a link in the group so many times, therapystreetforkids.com, therapystreetforkids.com.
Okay. Okay.
So that website is maintained by an occupational therapist in US and it is free.
All right. All right.
That website will explain you every resource starting from fine motor skills, gross motor skills, visual motor skills, everything.
Very nice.
And you
sir,
don't
very
need
nice.
you don't need to spend a lot of money also for the things. You can use the clips, you can use the rubber bands, you can use the play-doh or any kind of dough, even the chapati or puri dough also you can use it for your children. You can use the rice, you can use the shaving cream,
Okay.
you
Sir,
can
is
use the
there any
trampoline.
side effect? Is there any side effect regarding the vaccines and other
I'm
some
telling you,
other?
Amrinder, I repeat this. The billionaires, the CEOs, the CFOs, the directors of the top companies in Silicon Valley has children with autism and ADHD. So
Right.
if those families do not have same information, that means what is that information? That information is false.
False.
So no, it is all myth. Like there is some kind of non-evidence or unscientific methods. Like for example, somebody will say diet. How diet is related to autism? Nobody will answer. Diet is for your body.
I was having a. Okay, I was reading some book. It was on the gut syndrome, and
No,
it was saying
those are
regarding
all
the.
different, Amrinder. Those are all different. Please do not waste your time, waste your money, and you're adding more pain to your children. Autism is a neurological disorder, which is a condition like a diabetes.
And the therapies are the only solutions.
No, it's not only the therapies, it's parental support. Therapies are the resources to understand your child, to provide your child. Like if the train is coming, where's train is going to stop? It's going to stop on the platform. But who will get in and who will get down? It's you. You have to hold your child, take your child into the train and make your child get down from the train. It's not the therapies.
Okay.
Okay, therapies are the resources. Like if you are having fever, what do? You need to take rest. That is a therapy.
All right. All right.
Okay, so if you are crying, you have an emotional breakdown, what is the therapy? Somebody has to give you a hug and somebody has to say, Amrinder, it will be fine, you'll be fine, no problem. That is therapy. Can you define what is therapy? Therapy is some kind of support. And therapies are not silver bullets again. Therapies are to provide you a way to understand your child, to help your child. And autism has no caste, no religion, no nation, nothing. It is everywhere in the world. No matter
what
whether
time it takes. Is it lifelong, or
it is a lifelong.
Can it be?
It is a lifelong.
Its effect?
It is a lifelong disorder. Autism it's a brain condition. Like if I say, Amarinder, what is 2 + 2? Can you tell me what is 2 + 2, Amarinder?
Right. It's 4.
No, what is 2 + 2? 4. If I ask your child 2 + 2, he doesn't understand. I have to ask him a question like, what is 1 + 1 + 1 + 1? Then he will answer it is 4. Because his brain is different. His brain is different. So you have to understand his brain. And he will have more challenges. He will have more challenges to understand this environment. So I will tell you 2 things here. One is, if you want to understand your child's condition today, no matter what age he is, no matter what gender he is in a movie theater, which is dark, and nobody is sitting next to him, and he is watching a movie like a Japanese or a Chinese movie or a Korean movie, which is a black and white movie and no subtitles and no sounds, and he's sitting alone. Imagine his condition. What do? He will move, he will run, he will jump, he will touch the seats, he will cry, he will scream, he will ask for help. So, and then what you do is, you as a father or you as a guardian, you will go into the movie theater and you will sit next to him. You'll put the lights on, you will take popcorn, you'll take Pepsi, you'll take some samosas, and you will ask him like, I will sit with you. Don't worry, you sit on my lap. We will watch the movie. I will support you, and you will give him a big hug. What are you doing here? You are making him more comfortable.
Right.
You are giving him support. You are helping him. So what he will do, then he will start learning how to sit. Then he will start learning how to watch a movie. Then he will start spending time with you. He will start eating popcorn. He will start drinking Pepsi, and he will be happy. So imagine that the same situation with autism and your home and your supportive, adaptive, and visual friendly environment at home.
Right.
If he goes into the bedroom, he should see his picture, your wife picture, your family pictures, the bed sheet, the bed, the pillow, all the pictures on the wall. And you will say, beta, we are all going to sleep here for tonight. This is a night time. So see, you are sleeping, and then show him the picture where he's sleeping on the bed. So then he will connect, oh, this is the bedroom. That is what all the pictures are. My mom is sleeping here. My dad is sleeping here. Before going to bed, my mom and dad are giving me a hug and saying good night, beta. And then they're putting some songs so that I can listen while sleep. And they're reading the books for me. And these are my toys. And then once he's done from his bedroom part in the night, he's coming into the bathroom. When he's coming into the bathroom, on the bathroom door, it will be written bathroom. And then there will be a toilet seat, sink, bathtub, water, all the pictures on the door. And then he will open the door and he will go inside. And then he will see the shampoo, toothpaste, soap, toothbrush. And when he is brushing the teeth, you'll have a picture of him on the wall, and your picture with brushing the teeth, washing the face, and your wife putting the bindi or making her hair with a picture on the wall, so that he will connect. This is the bathroom. So wherever I go throughout the world, in the universe, the bathroom will be like this, and these are the things in the bathroom. So he's visually getting connected to the appropriate places in appropriate way, in the right manner. That is why when you go to the airport or the train station anywhere in the world, you see the toilet pictures, you will see the exit signs, entry signs, gate signs. That is a visual friendly environment. That is what you have to provide to your child in your house. And then keep talking to him, keep talking to him, keep talking to him, keep talking to him in such a way that, oh, my mom is helping me, my dad is helping me, my mom and dad, my family understood my emotions, my abilities, my disabilities, my strengths, my weaknesses, my likes, my dislikes. So the more pictures in the house, the more videos you show, the more books you read, the more toys you play with, the more positive you deal with, and the more you forget the word autism, the more you don't use the words like behavior, sensory, the more you feel like what is tomorrow, the more you don't feel like what is tomorrow. So the more you are positive, the more the response from your child will be more.
Sir, one last question. What is the chance of having another baby, a normal or an autistic, if the elder one is there any connection?
That is, Amarinder, for in our case, both kids are accidents. Okay, both kids are accidents. So there is no decision making from our side whether we have a second child or not. And the second thing is, there is no specific test, genetic test or specific test to tell that there is a chance of having a child with autism again. Because nothing is proven that how the autism is triggering in a human body. Some people will say, some scientists will say it is genetics. Some people will say it's bio-environmental changes. Nobody knows. So I suggest you to talk to the doctor in your area, genetics doctor, or you can post this question in the group, because personally, it is like it's the same thing like when you are going on the highway, what are the chances of having an accident?
I'm having a younger son of 5 months, and my elder son on spectrum is of 6 years. So I am much more concerned again regarding my younger son. What should I do? What should I?
You keep watching his milestones, like finger pointing, eye contact, joint attention, looking at you, and then give him some toys tape to play with, and make sure that you spend more time with him, and keep talking to the other parents. There's nothing you can do. You have to either wait for that 17-18 months time to see the milestones has reached or not, but don't worry about what is going to happen tomorrow. If you really believe in God, Amrinder, I don't worry about it.
Thank you so
because
much.
God knows what to do tomorrow, today, and day after tomorrow.
Very right, very true.
Okay, yeah. So just follow the pattern what you've been given. Like the soldier in the borderline will never think like, what do I do if the enemy comes? He will be ready with the gun to protect our country. That is his job.
Right.
So in the same way, you are also a soldier, and your son has chosen you for this life. Everybody will get married, Amrinder. Everybody will have sex. Everybody will have children. Everybody will make them go for education to schools, and then they will get married and are done. So what is your job here? Are you a kind of a weapon or a kind of a machine to do all these things? No. God has chosen some people to do a job. Bill Gates is born for something, to create jobs, to create some sensation. Like that, all the scientists who created the vaccinations, who created the medicines, who invented something for a human mankind, all these people will be born. Like that, you are also born for a special reason.
Right.
Okay, so always take that as like, yes, I got married because of my child, and me, my wife are eating this food because of my child, and my child has chosen me for this life. Just do your job. Okay, yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Aminderji, are you a part of SNIC group? Like, because we have taken many sessions on, various, what all you have those questions, right? On
Actually,
occupational,
I got your message for this session from my friend. So at about 15 minutes before this session. So I logged in on, I'm not in group. I will join the group, definitely.
Yeah, because in our YouTube channel, we have some sessions related to occupational therapy, and to your question also, having a second child, we had a session in National Summit. So you will get some insight about all your questions on parenting and many things. So you can get it. I'll post my number. You can connect with me. I'll add you to the group.
Okay. One website which was told by Praveen ji. Please, can you please repeat that?
Yeah, a link is there in chat box.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I'm again putting it.
And Amrinder, with my 16 years of experience in the special needs world, I wrote some not like really well documented, but I try to put as much information as I can in the Autism Parents Hub group with in each page. So you'll have that links there. So like I wrote 23 points where how to set up your house friendly for your son, and what are all the subjects you deal with, and what are the areas you will try to help your child. So always, to all the parents here, whatever you're doing till today, just hold on to it, to avoid further miscommunication, to avoid further what do you call not in a constructive way. Always do like this. Whenever you are in the corner, like, oh my God, what should I do to my son? What should I do tomorrow? What I can make more? Always do this for 7 days. you and your wife, or you or your husband, take notes about your child daily living style, like at what time he's waking up and until at what time he's going to sleep. So what are all the things he's doing? Do not involve in anything. Leave him alone. Write down the notes, like at what time he's waking up, and then what is he doing then? Is he going into the bathroom, or you are taking him into the bathroom? Wait for a few minutes and then see whether he can brush his teeth. He knows what is shampoo, what is toothpaste, what is toothbrush. He knows how to dress on, how to put the underpants on, how to put the pants on, how to put the shirts on. Does he know where all the dresses are in the closet or in the box or in almara, where also? Does he know anything? And then is he eating breakfast on his own? Does he know how to select his breakfast, like banana or omelette or bread or sandwich or something like idli or dosa? What is he? So always write down the notes from the morning till evening, and after 7 days, make the whole documentation in 10 key points. What are the areas he's looking for help? What are the areas he's looking for support? What are the primary concerns you as a parent want to help him right away? For example, one parent called me a couple of weeks back. She cried for a few minutes and said, "Sir, I tried my best to deal the toilet training, but after a couple of days, I'm failed again." I said, no, toilet training is very easy. If you understand that at what time the child has having bowel movements every day. Every animal or every human being will have a pattern of sleep, will have a pattern of digestion, will have a pattern of toilet, will have a pattern of urine. So you have to get that right time. If you keep on taking him to the toilet for every 5 minutes, it's really, painful for him. So if my son is going to toilet between 9 and 9:30, then that is the time I want to take him to the toilet. But how do I know that he's going to toilet between 9 and 9:30? I have to document it. I have to notice him. So sometimes my son is hurting himself. Yes, what is triggering him? Do you know what is happening before that? I want to write down the not over 1 time, 10 times. And then we can come up with a solution. So that is nothing but you are providing an intervention to the child to give him more support, more resources, more interaction, more friendly environment to make those responses which is inappropriate to make him appropriate.
Right.
Okay, so always do the assessment for yourself. 7 days assessment, like write a journal about your child. And then do not worry about after 10 years what he is going to do. That will be more challenges. That will be a new challenge. So your son has to live functionally one day. Like he has, like whatever the money, whatever the support you are giving to him today is, he has to live independently.
Right.
And do not compare your children with other children, because every child is different. Even with autism also is completely different.
Right.
And
there is please speak.
And there is a chance of misdiagnosis, underdiagnosis, and overdiagnosis. So one parent will come say, my son was diagnosed with autism when he was 2, and now he's completely recovered. And that is a false statement. And one parent will say, oh, my son was doing all these things when he was a kid. Now he is not doing it. Yes, but it cannot be possible with your child, because the parenting is different, the environment is different, the whole life is different. Okay, so I am honestly saying with my experience, I'm not discouraging anybody. For autism, there is no medicine, there is no magic, there is no miracle. Then how do you treat it? Treat it with love, affection, support, understanding, interacting.
Right.
And dealing with autism in educational families, in poor families, in middle class families is completely different. Okay. So you have to set up some time with your child for 5 minutes every day. So that 5 minutes will play the key role. You don't need to spend hours and hours. Leave your child alone. Let him play, let him jump, let him run, let him scream. Whatever he wants to do it. But find 5 minutes of time with him and see what you can help him. Not to train him, not to teach him.
Should
And
children with the autism should they be interacted with nature in
you can do
regularly?
anything you want. Anything you want, you can do it. Okay, anything. The more you do it at the young age, will be having more results in the future, because and even that results also less challenges. For example, when my son was 2 years old, I started taking him to the movie theaters. He started crying because he doesn't want to sit in a movie theater where it is dark, sounds, all those things. So I asked my wife and my younger son to stay in the theater. I will take him out, and then I will take him inside again after 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and then he'll cry again. And then again, I'll take him out. But when I go in and go out, I'll keep talking to him like, beta, nothing to worry. I am with you. See, I'm patting you. I will support you. After watching 10, 15, 20, 30 movies like that, we used to pick a movie which has like a very less audience, because if the movie is going away tomorrow or day after tomorrow, nobody will be in the theater. That is the picture I'm going to pick it up for him. Same thing with the restaurants. If the restaurant has very less crowd, then I will take him inside. I don't sit and order the food. I will make him walk round and round and say, this is a restaurant. One day we'll come here and we'll eat. And then if possible, if he's still okay, then you can make him sit on the chair. If he's still okay, then you can sit next to him. If he's still okay, then you can order the food. If he's crying, then take him outside. Don't push him harder. Get him outside and then show him and then you take a video by yourself of the restaurant where people are eating the food, ordering the food, and put that video in the TV and show him every day, and then say, let's go to the restaurant, because he's connected now. He understands what is a restaurant, and then go. So that is what you're providing the input. So always do it for yourself. Take a demo, take a video, show it to him. Don't show in the phone. Always show in the TV. Because right now everybody has a smart TV and everybody has an internet connection. Always show them. And then you go to the saloon shop. If you want to take your 14-year-old boy to a saloon shop, it's going to be very painful, because he don't understand what are all those things. So what you do, you take your child at the age of 2 to the saloon shop, not to get a haircut, to get interaction with it. First go, come out. One day you go, you have your haircut, and make your son sit on your lap and watch it. And then one day make him sit and just spray the water, only water. And then next one more time, go take a comb and comb for him, and then come out. So after 20 times, 30 times, take a video, show it to him. It's a saloon shop. You go for the haircut. And then when you go there, you take a lollipop with him, or you take an ice cream for him, so that he will be more happy. In the same way, you can take him to the movie theaters, marriages, birthday parties, your friends' houses. You're going to a party for a social event. Don't stop. Take him. Don't make him sit at home. You take him with you. You tell your friends that he's a slow learner. I might be going out and in. I'm going to make him sit in the car for a few minutes. So do not come and suggest me what I need to do.
Okay.
And show the pictures who if you have any visitors coming, or if you go to any place, so that he knows that who is coming and where he is going.
Right.
And then take your phone and take a video of the whole your neighborhood surroundings and show that video to him, so that he understands that, oh, this is my house, this is the back of my house, this is my bedroom, these are my parents, and this is outside on the road, this is a tree, this is a petrol bunk or a gas station, this is a grocery store. So, and then show him everything every day, all the pictures, family members pictures, food pictures. That is what I make a list of all the things in the 23 points.
Okay.
So if you do that
repetition,
if you do that every day, every minute, every second for a couple of years, by the time he's 10 or 11, then he will be in puberties. So when he's in puberties, he already understood the environment. He knows what he needs to do when he wants to ask for the food. When he is not verbal, he will go and show the pictures on the wall. I want dosa. So he doesn't need to cry, because the picture is there on the wall. So every day when mom or father is feeding them, show the pictures like, beta, today you are eating chapati. Look, chapati is here. Whenever you want chapati, come and show the picture. Whenever you want to give him a choice, like what do you want to eat? Take him to all those pictures on the wall, show him what he wants. So if he asks you that, give him. If it is not, explain him. How about this one? How about this one? And then always teach him the yes or no. This is yes and this is no. So always hold his chin, train him to say yes, to say no. And then always sit on your knees and having a head-to-head, eye-to-eye interaction. Don't stand and talk to your child. That is not communication. Always sit on your knees. Like for example, if your son or your daughter likes ice cream, don't give the whole ice cream to her. Hold your ice cream and let her look at you, let her ask you, let her come to you, and then say, do you want ice cream? Yes. Say yes. And then give 1 spoon. So 10 times you're giving ice cream, 10 times you're interacting with her, 10 times you are saying yes, 10 times you are looking at her.
Oh, right.
That is nothing but therapy.
Therapy.
The question you asked, what is therapy? That is therapy. For example, my son was on when he is going to sit on the high chair to eat fruits. What I do, I'll make the grapes cut into very small pieces when he was 3 or 4 years old, or any fruits, very small pieces. I'll put it in the bowl for him, and I'll keep asking him, do you want one more piece? Take, eat. So he knows how to eat by himself, and he knows how to ask me yes or no.
Yes.
And then sometimes I will pick all the foods which he doesn't like. Then what is he going to do? He's going to cry. No, I will make him not to cry. I'll make him say no. Look, do you want banana? No. Do you want ice cream? Yes. So I'll put banana, I'll put ice cream here. So pictures. So do you want banana? Say no. Do you want ice cream? Yes. So after 20, 30, 40, 50, 500, 1,000 times you are doing this in a cycle, the same consistently pattern. After 3 years, beta, we have dosa. He will say no. It is not non-verbal, it is communication. So parents, if you are looking for speech, you are completely lost. Parents, if you are looking for communication, you are in the right track. So communication is important. Communication comes from the body. Communication comes from the hands. Communication comes from the face gestures. And how the speech comes? The speech comes, it's a big mechanism. The lungs, the esophagus, the nose, the breath, the oxygen, the imagination, the pictures, everything will come into the picture. And it is very complicated. So that is why children with autism will have speech problems. So, but if you get them communication in a right time, in a right way, as soon as possible, more challenges, the behavior challenges, the tantrums, the meltdowns, all these things will go down. For that, you need to do the assessment. You need to talk to the therapist what you want. Don't let therapist drive. You drive. You tell what are you working on. Can you tell me why it is not possible, why it is possible, why it is impossible? And write down the notes. Talk to the therapist for every 3 months. Call for a meeting. I'm paying the money and you're working on this. And you have to watch the therapy sessions so that you can do that at home.
Right, right.
No closed door sessions. That is not good for you and for your child and for the therapist also one day. For example, if something happens to the child, the therapist will be responsible. Even though, for example, one parent physically abused the child and they sent the child to the therapist next day for therapy, and then they made the therapist blamed that the therapist is physically abusing the child, which is really bad for the therapist. That is why I always tell the therapist that please do not have a closed door, at least have a glass door or a camera, so that you are completely protected and the child is protected with the child rights, and the parental, they have their own rights, and that is also protected. So if you are sending your child to any therapy session, wherever you are, no matter which country you are, into a closed room, which is not accessible for parents, which is not accessible for anybody, and if there is no surveillance, then that is bad. That is bad for everybody, not only for the therapist, it's for everybody. If something happens, means all done. Everybody will get screwed.
Right, right.
Okay. And
Thank
then
you
if they
so
don't
much,
agree,
sir. Thank you so much. The way you explain the things in a very
Yeah.
decent way and very explained way. I will
no
join
problem,
your
ma'am.
channel.
That is the reason why Harshali calls for this meeting. When she receives so many concerns and questions, she'll say, Praveen sir, can we have a session on this day? I'll say, yeah, no problem. Then we can talk. No problem. This is not going to waste my time, because I learned something from the other parents also.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So
Thanks to you also.
remember, Amrinder, do your job
Right.
today tomorrow there is the technology is changing, the healthcare revolution is changing. One day, definitely there will be a big surprise for us and for our children before we die, in terms of either technology or either in terms of healthcare.
Thanks again, sir.
Okay.
Thanks again.
By that time, our children should be ready to do their own self-sufficient things on their own. Because nobody will come and clean your ass.
Right. Very true.
We have to do it, whether it is an autism child or ADHD child, they have to do it by themselves.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So don't worry about the technical terms like sensory behavior. No, those are all because you are either Googling or some other parent is sharing with you. Don't worry about those technical terms. No emotional tap and no technical trap.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And you become a therapist by using all the resources what you have. You can save the money and you can save the time and you can help your child more.
Thank you.
Next question, Harshali.
Yeah, we'll move to Richa. You can unmute and ask your question.
Yeah, give me 1 second, Harshali.
Sure.
Kriti, Amu, can I have a cup of coffee? Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Richa, you're there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Hi, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah,
Richa.
yes. Please go ahead.
Sir, very nice to meet you, sir. I am listening everything you have told. That has helped me a lot in the past few years. I'm doing the same, but not completely. So actually, my son is 6 years old and he is verbal, but not able to communicate properly everything like a 6-year-old kid does, other children like. So I'm okay with that because he's progressing, maybe slowly. But sir, I am facing so many issues today. Sir, we were in Gurgaon for last 5 years and we have moved to Punjab for giving him family environment because we have a joint family here in Punjab. So we have moved last year here because my husband jobs went to work from home, and so he's doing work from home from last year here, and he's getting family environment. And so I'm working with him, with the kids, with the family members, but the problem remains there. He's only communicating with me. Like he will ask for his needs to anyone, but he will not respond to anyone except me. Like suppose his daddy or his papa or his taiji, anyone asked him any question, general question. Rian, aapne kya khaya? Rian, what did you eat? Rian, where did you go? If I will ask him, he will answer. If anyone else asks him, for the last February, we are living here, but he's not comfortable in answering, or maybe he just runs away from there. But if he wants something, he will stay there and he will go to their ears and he will say his thing, but he will not respond to them. And so only one thing he is communicating is only about eating. He just loves eating. He's a very foodie like me. So, but every time it doesn't look good. He will only talk about, I need this to eat. So suppose he's going to tuition teacher or he's going to school. Suppose ma'am is asking him to write something or simply just asking him to answer any simple question. He will just ask about his needs. I want to eat biscuit. I want to eat this. Or any family member, we are going to some relative and he's asking some general question. He will say, I want to eat this. I want to eat this. He just wants to talk about food or about TV or mobile. Nothing else.
Okay. Yeah. Are you done, Richa? Can I start?
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, Richa, it is very common with any child, no matter what, whether autism or ADHD. The more comfortable either with the mom or dad or with a sibling or with uncle, whoever it is. So they will interact with them more because from the day one, you are the first one who get into his world and understood him, and you are the one who is holding his finger and making him to understand our external world. So that is fine. So that is the first thing, which is at least you are in a better situation that you know about your child and your child has a lot of confidence in you. That is the first thing. And second thing is about the food. usually even any neurotypical or delayed children, what happens is sometimes they get what do you call fascinated with either with the toys or with the food or with the people or with the outside world or the movies, something like that. So that is the reason is we have introduced them. Like you might have used food as a reinforcer in the beginning, like because he's interacting with you. So which is there's no problem with that. So right now what I want to do is, Richa, let's take a step back. Do you know, does he like any toys? Any toys? Any toys? Interactive toys? Richard, do you hear me? Richard, do you hear me?
Richa, you there?
She said I'm unable to unmute.
No, I'm unmuted everyone actually. Yeah,
Hello?
please. Yeah.
Yeah,
Indian-
Richard, do you know what are all the toys he like?
So actually, every time his choices change. Recently, he has liked to, he's liking clay and watercolors these days. But before 2 months, if I would say, he would not love colors or anything related to art and craft or anything else except
Okay.
food or except TV
Okay.
or mobile.
Okay, let's do one thing. Can you put all the toys, all your toys, puzzles, colors, anything, whatever the things available at home? If you don't have more toys, go and buy more, especially the interactive toys, the puzzles, the wooden puzzles, and any flashcards, any like Lego toys, puff balls, and any sensory toys, any like unblocking and blocking, stacking toys, beads, anything which he's interested to use with his fingers, and for the fun also, like balloons, bubbles. Get everything and leave it on the floor, and leave
Hello?
it on the leave it on the floor for a couple of days.
Okay.
And whenever he asks for the food, try to distract him and see, like, oh, you want, like, for example, I'll give you an example, Richa. He comes and say, I want ice cream. Oh, do you want ice cream? Don't say no. If you want ice cream, let's play with this balloon first. Can you kick this balloon? Ask him to do something which is fun for him in the same way as the food is fun for him. Like, try to give an alternative just for few seconds. Don't stretch it, or don't keep asking him the same thing again and again. Like, see, take this scenario. He comes and asks you for food. See if he can play with balloon for 5 seconds, and then go ask him to open the refrigerator. When he is opening the refrigerator, try to stand in front of him, blocking him, and say, no, say, ask mama, move please. And try to interact with him as much as you can until the point he reaches that he cannot handle that. So you will get minimum of 5 seconds to 5 minutes to interact with him, either giving the toys and asking for a communication and saying yes or no, and playing the tag and making fun of him. So
You
see
mean
that
to
you
say,
can,
sorry, sir. So you mean to say I should change the reinforcer from a food to a toy, or should I use a food as a reinforcer to play toys with him?
yes. For example, what I did when I was when my kid was like 3-4 years old, we used to have like 100 to 200 balloons with different colors in the house by the time he wake up. Look at his face when when he see all the balloons. So he played, he jumped on, he popped the balloons, he identified the colors. So basically, the environment what you're providing is not giving him an opportunity to challenge himself to come out of that food world. So you provide that world by giving him a reinforcer as a positive reinforcer. Like, if he come and ask you for the food, buy some time to distract him as much as you can until he reach the point that he cannot handle that the delay anymore. So you increase the time, and see what are all the, that is what I'm telling. Like, you have to understand his likes. Don't say he likes this tomorrow, definitely any child will like balloons or bubbles or some Lego toys or some interactive toys. And then always try to avoid giving him the gadgets like phone or iPad if it is not appropriate for his play, it is not appropriate for his education. And always use the TV. Show him the YouTube videos, which has the videos to teach the colors, teach the fruit names, teach the vegetable names. I have pasted a link in the Autism Parents Subgroup so many times that what are all the interactive videos, what are all the interactive games, interactive play ideas, and you can use all those with less cost and with more fun.
Yes, sir. So suppose
Yeah.
someone asked him to read something. He reads very well.
Yeah.
He can read from 4 years. When he was 4 years, he can read very well by his own.
Yeah.
Any word he can read. So suppose I ask him to read, he will read it immediately. But someone else, anywhere, ask him to read, he will say, "I want biscuit."
So forget about someone. How about the teacher?
Teacher, suppose is going to school and he will always say, "Ma'am, I want biscuit and I want this." And suppose he's going to tuition teacher, he will say the same thing. "I want biscuit. First, I want biscuit, then I will do the biscuit."
Oh, what is he saying? I want biscuit.
Yes, sir. Biscuit. Any name of the biscuit he will tell. He can remember
Yeah,
any brand of the biscuit.
that is because he got addicted to that reinforcer, the food reinforcer. So the first thing I wanted to do is forget about the second part, like what others are trying to tell him, whether he is following or not. Keep away that goal for few weeks or few months.
Okay.
The first goal, you as a mom, get him out of the food world by giving him more alternatives, more challenges, and more distractions.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Richa, make a list of things what he likes and see if you can provide this one for the food, this one with the food, something like that. Create a plan, and then if you still have problems, just send me a message. We can definitely discuss this in the group and see if any other parents has more ideas to how to distract the very much addicted reinforcer as a food for your child. Okay.
Problem is, sorry, sir, it's a long question actually. Problem is, I have just made him join a school here. He is going to school. Before that, he was doing online schooling, and due to pandemic. So after this, in Punjab, schools have opened, and every child is going here to the school. So I have also started sending him in school, but school is continuously complaining about him that he's not following our orders. He's not responding at all.
Then
He's not even looking at all
Richard,
webcam.
Richard, then that school is not appropriate for your child. That's not the school. That's not your child problem. That's a school problem.
So other schools are not giving him admission here because he doesn't answer to them in interview also. He's in UKG and they expect that a UKG student should answer at least one question, that what is your name, or
Yeah.
should look at
So you don't have any small. How old is your child, Richard?
He's 6.
He's 6 years old. Do you find any school which you can do some investigation to do some research which is appropriate for your child, inclusion schools or any special schools?
No, sir. In Punjab, we don't have any inclusive school.
What is the place you live in Punjab?
I'm in Mandi Gobindgarh. It's near Ludhiana.
Can you post your question in the group? See if any other parents has that information.
Sure, sir. I will post.
Because if you are planning to send your child to a regular school, then you have to do an assessment that is your child ready for the school. Do you know what is the assessment ready for school means? My first question is your child emotionally ready to get disconnected to you and spend some time in school with strangers, either teachers or kids? That is the first question. Second question, is your child toilet trained? Second question. Third question, does your child follow the commands and follow the action words like stand in the line, sit down, stand, go, do this, do that, stop? Does he follow all the commands? And then next the reading time, the play time, the get together time, the story time, does he know all these things? And the next question is, does the school allow paraprofessional support or a shadow teacher or a parent to stay with the child at least for a few hours every day. So you have to get answers for all these things, and then decide whether you can go for a schooling or not. Or else the best option is make him homeschool, and then as the age grows, slowly introduce him to the school. You have to tell in the school that what is his condition is, whether it is autism or ADHD or whatever it is. And then if they say yes, we do handle the children with autism or ADHD, then I always prefer to send your child to the school for this class which he like. For example, some children likes the play activities, so I will introduce him to the school in the play activities first, and slowly increase the school time, or the crafts, or the arts, or the music. So it's not like there is no what do you call compulsory that you have to send your child to the school at this age, and you have to understand your child needs also.
The
So if
problem
your
is this,
school,
sorry to interrupt, sir. Actually, sir, regarding all the questions, I feel that he is toilet trained. He understands the commands. He can live without me anywhere. When he's going to school, he's very happy and he doesn't look back. He wants to go to school. He every day says that I want to go to school and I want to go with other children. I want to study with other children. I want to play with other children. But when he goes with them, I don't know. There is a lack of confidence or anything else. So, he just gets distracted anywhere. Suppose he is sitting in the class, he will not run here and there. He will sit there for the time he is expected to. But problem is only with the following the commands, sir. If I ask him to do the follow the commands, he will do, or his father asks him. Anybody else, he will not follow. So it means he understands the command, but I don't know where is the problem. He doesn't
it is
understand or he doesn't listen to
Richa,
anyone.
Richa,
If I
honestly, it
give
is
him,
not a problem. It is a challenge. It is a situation. So what you need to do is you provide him more opportunities. Like, instead of you spending all time with him, ask someone to spend consistently at least for few weeks or few months. Generalize the things. Like you have to call any of your relatives kids and family friends kids for a social events, and arrange more get-togethers, and make sure that you go away from the situation and see if he can slowly get in touch with other kids and other families. So what we do is, it's not in the case of every kid. For us, it's not possible because my son is not such highly what do you call functional or highly communication when compared to your child. So if your child can do all these things, then give him an opportunity. You just provide that opportunity for him and go away from that situation for few hours and see what he will do, and then talk to the teacher. Have you spoke to the teacher at school about his condition?
so actually, I don't know if they know about the name of the condition, but I have
you
told them all the
you
symptoms, and
No,
they
no,
know.
not the symptoms, not the symptom. What you do is you make a notes about your child, and you explain the situation and ask the teacher that, can, with this situation, with this condition, with this skills, is it appropriate to make my child to sit in your classroom, or do you want me to send my child into a lower class like a 3-year or a 4-year old play school? So the decision is yours, Richa. Your child is fine, the school is fine. So somewhere you are not giving the right information to the school. That is what I feel. Because some schools will not accept the special needs children. What happens is they have to put extra resources for the special children, and they do not have the sensory friendly environment. So if they don't have the sensory friendly environment in the school, because of the sounds, because of the
Yes, sir.
surroundings which cannot be processed, they might bite themselves, they might hurt other children, and they might run away from the school. There are so much of negative outcomes will come as the age grows. So I always try to avoid the situation for the children which is not appropriate for that age, for that condition, and for that skills. So I want you to make notes. I want you to make notes and share that notes with the school authorities first.
The problem
So
is,
that
if I don't send him to school, I feel he will always be dependent on me for studies, for everything, because he's
that's
already dependent on me.
He's just 6 years, Richa. Don't worry about it. You can always make sure that he will learn more in the future. There are so many moms and dads making their children more independently by the time they are 14 or 15.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't worry about the problem. Worry about the solution.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Whatever you are speaking, Richa, that is a kind of a dream for every parent in this group. You ask any parents that my son is doing all this, is this a problem? They'll feel that as a blessing. Even I was little jealous when you're saying all these things. Your son is doing a great job and you are doing a great job. There is no problem at all. So don't
I
use the word
posted the
problem.
same question in this group, and one or two of the parents have sent me the same thing that you are telling me, that
Yes.
you are blessed that he is doing this thing. But sir,
Yep. No,
expectations are
he's
with
doing absolutely fine. And the problem is not your child and you. The problem is not the school also. The problem is how to do the transition from you to the other people, and from your house to the other houses, and from your house to the school. So you have to find a way. That is your responsibility.
So in Gurgaon, when we were staying there were many inclusive schools, but there was not family environment. And here we have a family environment, but they are not inclusive schools. So we don't have an option in between.
Yeah, find a way. Because there is no answer from me, Richa. Please.
So next one more question. So if I go to some party or any get together, he will
Mhm.
just look for other phones, sir. He will just run here and there and pick up anyone's phone and start using it.
Okay,
And
who
sir,
gave him the phone first? Who gave him the phone first, Richa? You gave him the phone, right?
we sir, maybe.
Yeah. So you gave him a cigarette and you gave him an alcohol bottle, and now you're asking him to stop drinking and stop smoking and stop using the phone.
Sir, but how to do it now? It's been 3 or 4
You
years
you
that we are
you
not
you
living.
you have to play board games with him. You have to read the books for him.
Continue.
Listen, Richa, please.
Yes, sir.
And you have to teach him the vitamin N. You know what is vitamin N? Saying no. No. If you ask the phone, I'm going to take you out of the party, and you'll be sitting in the car, and you'll be going home right away, and mommy will be sad. You do that every time he do that. After 10 times, 20 times, oh, I'm missing all the fun. At the same time, make sure that at home he's not using the phone, not even for 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Let him do whatever he want. Let him do whatever he want. He is not going to get the phone. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you gave him the phone. You have to withdraw that. You that is your responsibility.
Sure, sir. Yes.
Many parents, and in this generation, if they want to eat the food, they'll give the phone. If they want to be busy with the work, they'll give the phone. If they want to do something for themselves, they'll give the phone to the child. So phone is like an addiction. Phone is like a drug, and there's nothing I can do or you can do. So it's a system. System is a set of components working towards for one object. That is phone.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
so
put
much,
the
sir.
TV, put the TV on, put the music on, dance with him, play with him, run with him, jump with him, play with him, and do all the things as a mom. And make sure that you don't give the phone to him. When he asks the phone, say no. It is no. Phone is not for the children. Phone is for the adults, only for the communication. Like, see, I have the phone with me. This is only for the communication. Or if there is now nobody around me and I'm getting bored, then I might read the news, I might watch the videos. If my son is with me, nope, I don't use the phone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
sir.
when you go to the party, tell a social story. You are going to the party to eat the cake, to play with the balloons, to spend time with the friends, and write the social story with all the pictures, the party pictures, the balloon pictures, the cake pictures, the birthday song, and everything. You prepare him for the party and tell him that if you do this, you won't get this. If you do this, you'll get this. So if you avoid him, or if you train him, or if you distract him, if you reinforce him, things will be fine. It won't work right away. It will take at least 6 months.
Okay. Sir.
And then try to addict him with the fidgeting toys. Like, there are so many fidgeting toys where our teenagers will play with. Yeah.
The fidgeting toy
Just
like colorful. I have one. The children has to tap on the toy, and colorful it is.
in any fidgeting toy like a boogie board, or they'll hold it and keep spinning it, and the stacking toys, the massaging toys, any fidgeting toys where they'll keep busy by themselves, anything like a Rubik's square,
Okay.
any hand puzzles, small puzzles.
So one more thing,
Okay.
sir. If I send him to school, sir, should I display pictures in my room for the teachers or the
Yes, 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 yes,
tables? Will it help?
yes, absolutely. It's going to definitely help. Any social story with pictures, any room with the pictures, any surroundings with pictures, any place with pictures it's the starting point for any child in this world. For example, you, Richa, you go to Europe and you don't know anybody. You are in a restaurant, or you are in an airport. What is the first thing it's going to help you? You look around and see if there is any pictures or signboards or words. So that is what you do. So your son is also doing the same thing every day.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. All the best, Richa.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, we'll move to Shilpa. You there? You can, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Uh,
please.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, Shilpa. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Praveen, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a 12-and-a-half-year-old son on the spectrum. So he was diagnosed at 2 years, and after that, it was like a routine of therapy, home programs, putting him to an inclusive school, the only inclusive school in the surrounding. Um, uh, having difficulty, having a lot of trouble with the meaning of instructions because we speak Marathi at home, and uh, and he started speaking Marathi initially, and then we were asked to switch over to English because at the therapy center they said that he will school in English later on and all that. So, however, he learned in Marathi till grade 4, and English was taken off the curriculum because he was finding it difficult to manage the two languages.
Yeah.
So our aim was only that that our child should have a happy experience uh, with his routine. That was our only aim, sir. And somewhere we could not look beyond therapy, home programs, and uh, the routine.
Mhm.
Now, sir, uh, um, so I was not happy with school, but somehow my husband felt that it is good that he's going to school. It's an inclusive school, only for namesake, sir. It was only a kind of a journey with me, the shadow teacher, and the therapy center, trying to coordinate, trying to help the child, trying to coordinate between the resource room and the school. So uh, now he's in grade 7. After fourth standard, English came into picture. So now school is only for namesake, sir. I've put him. I have opted for open schooling. Um, Now the issue is that, sir, maybe in Jan next year the school will start again offline, and so I realized that my son is losing on his confidence, his self-esteem, going around with the shadow teacher, not applying his mind. He has become like a robot, sir. Now with 2 years of COVID, COVID has been a boon, sir. He has really opened up and developed his own, like he expresses his emotions. He can like he has more initiative now. He's more spontaneous. Um, um, so my son didn't have any social exposure till like not much. And recently, a month ago, my brother's family was here in Goa. So I live in Goa. All our family is more so in Mumbai and in other parts of the country. So there are not many people in Goa. So my son really didn't have any exposure when it came to extended family, or even friends. Uh, it was like a month-long stay. The first time my brother came over and stayed here with his wife, his two children, and my son experienced a different. It was a very happy, welcome change for him, and so it seems that he's kind of fed up of us, and since the time they have left, he very openly expresses that he said, I don't want to live with my mother and father. I don't like to stay with them. I would like to be with my cousins and maybe the children who play down the lane. I want to be more so with children my age, and I don't want to live here. And I have a few people I visit. So often now he calls them and he says that can I come and stay with you? I don't like staying in my house and all that. So it seems that he's fed up of us, and he needs a change. When I spoke to the special educator, he's homeschooling from Pune. There's one Sunita Lele madam who is helping me with special education. So when I asked her, she said I can look out for a residential accommodation where maybe he can spend 2 days during the Christmas vacation. But such a place is not. Um, as far as my knowledge, I will try and search. But in Goa, in Mumbai, in Pune, there's no such residential hostel where I can maybe my son can explore. I can maybe live somewhere else in nearby, or maybe I can just put him there for a day. Also, so I don't know how to go about this now. It
So,
seems that he's fed up.
Shilpa, how old is your boy?
So he's 12 and a half.
He's 12 and a half, and he don't want to stay with you guys.
Yeah, very often he says that when can I go away? When can I go out?
Yeah, that means Shilpa, it's very much clear that it's nothing to do with autism or any condition here. It's something like he want to challenge himself more, and he needs extra attention, and he needs extra challenges. So I suggest you to add more what do you call independent living for him right now. And I would not recommend any parent to send their child out of the home until and unless if there is a very what do you call bad situation. So I would not recommend any child should go away from the house, especially at the time of teenagers. So it's 12 and a half. So I would recommend you, instead of the school academics, all these things, I want him to start independent living, and like what are all the areas he's very good in. For example, if he likes to play basketball, you can find any local athletic center where he can go play basketball with other kids. Or if he is interested in learning culinary sciences, you can make him join in any culinary sciences classes. So can you make a list of all his positive things, like he's good in this, he's having very lot of passion in this. So find the resources for that particular area in your community, and get him join in those classes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So for example, he's very good in painting, right? So you search for any painting classes, or people who is very much interested in training or teaching the painting.
Sir, would you recommend offline?
I'm telling you to find a more appropriate way for him towards independent living at this age.
Okay.
In providing him more challenges, more opportunities, depending on his strengths.
Okay. Also,
Okay.
sir, I have a doubt, sir. Sir, I understand you are asking me to expose him to a skill that he likes, that he's
Yeah.
passionate about, and which will open up new areas of maybe new doors of learning for him.
No. That is Shilpa. That is one thing which I'm talking about. Second thing is, don't push him too much into the academic side.
Okay.
Enough, yeah, because he's getting upset with your way of pushing him towards to the academics. It might be hit the ceiling right now, because most of the special children, even though they are very high functional, or even though they are verbal, and even though they are very much into more functional, but there is a age that where they will hit the ceiling, and that is their high boiling point. So if you push too much, it will lead to more severe challenges. So at this point, if I am you, Shilpa, what I do is I will find out, or I will identify the strength in him and take that strength as a future for him. Like if your son is very much interested in cooking, so you find the cooking classes in your community,
Okay.
and then make him join all the youth clubs wherever you get an opportunity, wherever he is interested.
Okay.
Like for example, if you go to the church, there will be some activities in the church. If you go to the temple, there will be some activities in the temple. Or if you see any societies around you, there will be some volunteering opportunities. Any voluntary opportunity in the stores, in the grocery stores, in the restaurants. Start giving him more challenges so that he'll be busy in his life.
Okay.
Okay, so do that, and then if things go well, that's okay. If still having the problems, then they definitely post your question in the group. See if other parents who has children with the same age group will come up with more solutions and more ideas. But I strongly recommend you do not send your child to any residential community until and unless you have a very bad situation to separate your child from your family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I was wanting to know whether, um, uh, uh, so meaning now that he's growing up and he's like he's in adolescent age, so so I have from my side I have done my bit in explaining to him about private and public behavior, about good and bad touch, and to the best of my ability. So, but I still notice that he keenly observes, meaning like just today, his sister, like his Rakhi sister had come over, and like I kind of noticed that even while taking a photograph with her, he was trying to look at her like whether he can put his arm over her shoulder, or like we have asked him to maintain an arm's distance, and meaning there were some instances where he hugged a stranger, a lady. So and like people were alarmed. So like we kind of made some rules and all that, but still I feel that he seeks touch, and he would like he kind of looks forward to
Okay.
touch.
Yeah,
Uh,
Shilpa,
yes, sir.
I understand your question. Especially, is your husband around you, or can I talk to your husband?
My husband, 1 minute, sir. So my
Or-
husband.
Yeah, what happens is, Shilpa, it's very common in the puberty. They will be exploring a lot of things, especially the boys, and even with the girls also. But since I have a boy and I know how things go, so what I want you to do is, when you guys watch Bollywood movies or any movies, and try to avoid him to see all the seducing songs or any kind of
No,
romantic
so
scenes in the movies. That's the
no,
first thing.
sir.
Listen, Shilpa,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
So that is the first thing you have to do. Second thing is, you have to make him sleep separately in a room or either in a different bed. That is the second thing. Third thing is give him some private space when he's looking for that kind of, like if you want to touch his private parts, or like if you want to explore his own body parts, don't say no. Ask him to go into a room and stay some time. And the first thing you need to do is, the more opportunities you provide for him in terms of movies, in terms of songs, in terms of scenes, that will lead to a lot of confusion in the children. So basically, I want you to avoid any movies when you are watching. make sure that that movie or that songs do not have any kind of exposing scenes or revealing scenes. So please, any parent who has children, please do not do that. That is not possible for our children to control their hormonal this thing. So please, that is the first thing. And second thing is, whenever he want to touch his private parts, don't stop him. Ask him to go into the bathroom or go into the bedroom and close the room. He will take some time. That is very common. The third thing is, see if he can read some social stories about teens behavior. Go into YouTube, Shilpa, and search for autism teen appropriate behavior, autism teen education videos, autism teen puberty videos. Search for such kind of things. If you don't find any right one for you, just send me a message. I will ask one of our therapists to share some good educational videos, and you have to make sure that make him understand the boy things and the girl things. Keep working on social stories in a positive way. If anybody comes, you tell the other people, not your son, that your son is in a teenage. So make sure that they dress appropriately and behave appropriately. And so basically, what the problem is not your child. The problem is our society. The problem is our movies. The problem is the environment. So if you need to change a little bit from your side also to make him more comfortable. Okay, Shilpa, but the videos will definitely help your son. And do these 4 things first. Give him some private space, give him his own room to sleep, and don't stop him anything, distract him, and provide an alternative. And do not provide him any opportunity to see any kind of revealing songs, revealing movies, especially when you or your husband and children around. And if there's any visitors, make sure that you stand or sit or you are being around him, and keep talking about the relations, emotions, and in a better positive way. Okay, Shilpa? And if you still have the same issue, please post it in the group and see if we can get some serious answers from the other parents also.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vishali ma'am. Good night.
Welcome, Shilpa. Okay, we'll move to next question. Harshita Arjun, please unmute and ask your question.
Hello, madam.
Yes, Harshita.
Hello, sir. Myself, Harshita. I'm calling from Bangalore.
1 minute. 1 minute. I'll just mute. Yeah, please go ahead.
Give me 1 minute break, Harshali, okay?
Sure. Just a one request to all the parents, if you can just briefly ask your questions so that we can address. I mean, be ready with your main concern.
May I ask the next question?
Yes, ma'am. Gurpreet, please wait. I'm just asking the I mean, जैसे hands आए वैसे I'm just asking.
Achha. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. Actually, my question was short, actually, so that is why.
Okay,
No, it's okay, ma'am. आप बता दीजिएगा मुझे.
Yeah, sure.
हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं?
हाँ, बता सकते हैं. No problem.
ठीक है, ma'am. Thank you.
जी.
Hello.
Yes, Harsh. Yeah, Harshita.
Yeah. Myself, Harshita. I'm talking from Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Harshita. Yeah, I'm listening.
My son is 4 years, 9 months old. I have an elder daughter who is 6 years now. When he was 2 years, 9 months old, we came to know that he is not a normal kid. When I saw some chart related to
No.
autism.
Harshita,
Yes, sir.
please don't say that again. Normal kid, please. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, there is no definition for normal, and please do not use that word in front of your child or with anybody in the future. This is the last time I'm listening that word from you. Normal, abnormal is English word, but not your child.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, something which is related to autism chart, few of his behaviors are very related to that chart. And then I went on online questionnaires, like at that age, kids, what and all they'll do and what and all they'll not do. There I came to know that you have some issue. After that, I started reading related to this autism, and I started spending more time with him, and
Yeah.
I started talking more with him, and I started engaging my daughter and my husband.
Yeah.
Now we went to counseling. Now he is 6 months back in his speech and his behavior. Like his behavior is not appropriate, like he will not differentiate the family members and social people, unknown people. He will easily mingle with the unknown people.
Chita,
Yes, sir.
are you in this session from the beginning?
I joined at 9 o'clock, sir.
Basically, what I want to tell you is, I understand your question.
Yes, sir.
Whatever the behaviors is not related to either autism or not related to a condition or not related to the disability. It is a response from the body. That is the first thing. So what we are doing is, when the response comes from the body in an inappropriate way, or which is not appropriate to you or your family, then you're Googling it, or you're asking someone that, is this related to the condition? Basically, what I want you to tell is, if you follow a strict individual education plan, a activity based plan,
Okay.
a behavior modification plan, if you follow these three plans for 3 months to 3 years,
Okay.
then the child will understand that my mom is helping me. So basically, you have to provide an environment for him without considering any kind of inappropriate behavior. Like, it is very common. He has autism, he has ADHD. That is a condition, that is a diagnosis. It's a one time, all done. So what we should do? We should do is, you have to make those three plans. First one is individual education plan. How to create an individual education plan, which is called as an IEP. IEP will be done either by the teacher or by the school or by the parents.
Okay.
It is a formal document, but you can make it as an informal. What is individual education plan? So individual education plan is depending on your child's strengths, child developmental milestones, child's weakness, what child can do, what child cannot do. So you have to make that plan. I have to take my child to all the places. I have to train my child so that he can communicate with me for basic needs like water, food, bathroom, toilet training. I want to go to sleep. I got hurt. I have pain here. So all these are basic things.
Okay.
Same thing with the gross motor skills. Sit, stand, run, walk, jump, stretch your arms, shake your arms, shake your legs, dance. All these are gross motor skills. So I want you to prepare all the list of things, starting from his daily living style, and the likes, the dislikes, the strengths, the weakness, and then you tell me what you want to work on. Like, Praveen, I want to work on toilet training. Yes, this is the resource for you. Praveen, I want to train the fine motor skills for my child. Like, what is a fine motor skill? Putting the button on is a fine motor skill.
Okay.
Eating the food with the spoon, with the fork is a fine motor skill.
Hmm.
Holding the plate like this is a fine motor skill. Holding the ball like this is a fine motor skill. Holding the ball and throwing is a fine motor skill, is a gross motor skill. So you have to make sure that what are all the skills he has and what are all the skills you want to work on.
Okay.
That is individual education plan. That starts from 3 months to 3 years. You will make a plan for 3 years. Next 3 years, I'm going to work on all these, and then I'll be reviewing these for every 3 months.
Okay.
And for that, what are the resources I'm going to use? YouTube resources, resources from other parents, resources from other groups. If not, ask Praveen or APH parents to see how it is going to help my child with this resource.
Okay.
Like if you go into Autism Parent subgroup, I have posted one link which has around 17 to 18 links inside, and you will have everything there.
Okay.
You don't need to go anywhere. That is all research based by a parent like me and like other parents who shared their resources with me. We have put everything in one place.
Sir.
So write down your concerns first. So Praveen, I want to make my son sleep for 8 hours. Here is the document. I want to make my son toilet trained. Here is the document. I want to spend my time with my son for fun activities. So here is the resources where you will have hundreds of fun activities you can do at home with less cost.
Okay.
So like that, individual education plan. Individual education plan will start from 5 minutes. Like you can spend 5 minutes with your child in 24 hours to make him train on something. Like you want to play with a puzzle. Take a puzzle piece. One piece first. One piece first is also a what do you call an activity?
Activity. Yes,
like
sir.
see, this is a stacking cups. Taking one cup into another cup, stacking this is an activity.
Yes, sir.
So this is an activity based plan. So you have all the resources there. If you want, you just text me in a messenger for that link. I can send you that link, or you could go into the group. That is the first one in the announcements section. You will see that link from me.
Okay.
So like that, you prepare the activity based plan with a swimming, skating, bike riding, going for a walk, playing in the park, doing the swing, a dance, any activities with the physical moving. And then the behavior modification plan. What is a behavior modification plan? When you go to a party, you have to behave like this. When you go to the restaurant, you have to behave like this. When somebody comes to our house, you have to behave like this. When you are in the bedroom, you have to sleep. When you are in the bathroom, you have to go party. When you are in the kitchen, you have to watch what mom is cooking. When you are in the dining room, you have to sit on the food and eat. You take the plate and go put it in the sink. If possible, clean the dishes. If possible, fold your clothes. So if possible, how to say hi to everybody. If possible, how to interact with everybody. So you make a list of all things for your child for next 3 years. What do you want to work on and what do you want to make your child better to go to school?
Sir.
So for that, you have to read the books. You have to read the books for him. You have to play with the puzzles. You have to make some flashcards. For example, he's not understanding the differentiation between your family members and outsiders. That is very common in any child. So what you do, you make a flashcard of your picture, your husband's picture, your other family members' pictures, and you put it in an album, and then make 3 sets of the same pictures and put it on the table. Let's play a game here. Can you match mama's picture with mama? See, this is mama picture. Like, see, we'll have like, this is mama and this is mama and I am mama. So can you match the picture? So what he will do, matching means he will take this matching picture and mama's picture. So you are trying to match first, and then you will ask him to identify who is mama. Like, turn the pictures on the other side and see, can you find mama's picture? So he has to turn the other side and he has to see the picture and say, who is mama? So play with the pictures first, family members' pictures. Right? Put all the family members' pictures on the wall every day, and then put at least 3 or 4 life-size mirrors. Ashita, when you wear a sari, will you have the full-size mirror, right, to see yourself?
Yes, sir.
Put those 4 or 5 mirrors in every room and so that he can see himself in the mirror every day. So wherever he go there, look, my mama is coming from the backside. See, mama is hugging you. Kiss mama. See, you are expressing yourself. You are introducing yourself, and you are moving yourself as a mom every time you get an opportunity. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Like I have one particular question.
Yeah, mirror therapy. I'm going to send you that link, Harshita. That is going to help you.
Yes.
You have to buy some toys. You have to put some pictures. You have to make some flashcards. You have to make some albums. You have to make some audio files. You have to make some video files. Like, see, you take a video of the whole family, and then play that video in the TV and make him sit next to you when he's eating the food.
Okay.
Let's watch a family video. And when your picture comes in the video in the TV, and ask like, who is that? It's mom. Don't wait for his answers for a few weeks.
Okay.
You show that video every day, mom, daddy, and your sister, and then after 6 weeks or 7 weeks, give a pause. He has to either tell it's mom, or either he has to look at you, that showing that it's you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So the opportunities you provide to your child will always lead to a good start.
Okay.
Yeah, don't talk about normality, abnormality. Talk about what you can do to your child at this moment, at today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow.
Okay.
Because he has chosen you. Okay. Yeah.
Sir, he will spit on others. He will touch their pockets, or he will take someone's phone, and he is having a biting nature. If we are traveling in public bus, he'll immediately bite them.
That's basically as he want to communicate, or he want to express something, and that expression from the body is coming as inappropriate. So I will send you one more link for that, and you have to find out what exactly triggering him. So there are 2 types of solutions for that. I already documented that in that link. I will send you that link also. But your job is to ping me after this call for that link, because I don't remember. So you have to ping me that. I will send you. Okay, and then say, whenever he has an inappropriate response, say no to him. No. When you say no and show your sad face and show your emotion that you are not happy. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Harshita. Yeah.
Okay.
And always
Yes,
post your do not waste your time. Whenever you have a question or a concern, a serious issue, and you're really looking for help, document it right away. Post that question in the group.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Do not waste even one day.
I'll work on this, sir. I'll join you. I'll come with an answer in next call, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Harshita. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, next question is from Xavier. Xavier. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, ma'am. Good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. I'm having a daughter of 6.5 years old. She's under the spectrum. She's going through occupational therapy and speech therapy right now. And since past 2 to 3 months, she's having I'm finding some kind of an improvement in her speech and the way she's communicating. But my major concern is her toilet training. So I have some doubts. So actually I have 2 doubts for me from my side. First one is about toilet training. What she does is she's having the potty thing. She's pulling the potty inside. I mean, I find she's having that bowel movements and all regularly. But when that happens, she simply tries to pull it so hard that she crunches her body totally to make herself like a stick. And when I'm trying to make her sit or on on the potty seat, I cannot do that, because from the tip of her leg to the tip of her head, it is totally like a stick. And obviously I cannot force her to or bend her from any corner of the body. So please, can you suggest me something I'm not finding any kind of an idea where I can divert her attention, because any other event I am able to divert her attention, but in this case only I'm not able to divert her attention to that thing so that I can make her sit like properly for the potty thing. But yes, sir. Yeah, one more thing. She does. She pees in the potty. I mean the potty seat. But only for the potty thing, she don't do that.
Okay. Are you using a Western toilet?
Yes, sir. I'm using Western toilet.
Okay. So what you need to do is don't force her. That is the first thing. Second thing is, have you showed any potty training videos to her in the beginning?
Yes, I've tried doing it, but she's not interested in watching those kind of videos. I mean, the other videos and all, like the poems or stories, she's interested.
Do you have an iPad or any tab with you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so can you do me a favor? Next time, when she go to the potty, when she sit on the potty seat, I'm going to have. Are you in Autism Parents Subgroup?
No, sir.
Okay, so can you join that group? I have several ideas and suggestions from other parents also, which is documented at one place.
Okay, please
I
can
will
you
send you the. I
share
will
the
send you
link?
the.
Yeah.
I will send you the video link and the toilet training document written by a famous author in one of the famous books. So we have took that information as a reference. So what we are doing is, it worked for like, I don't say it's 100% success rate, but I can definitely say that if you do that consistently for 6 months every day, first thing what we do is we'll create a social story. Like, you take a picture of your bathroom, toilet seat, and the surroundings and everything. You will make a small social story. That's the first thing. And what you can do is, Xavier, you don't take your clothes off. You try to sit on the toilet seat and take a picture of yourself and put that picture on the same social story. So write down a social story that everybody goes to party, and this is what happens. And if you want an example, you can Google it for toilet training social stories. You'll get so many examples and references from other parents also. You don't need to reinvent the wheel again. So that is the first thing. And second thing is, the link what I already posted for other parents in the YouTube about the friendliness, about the awareness, about the understanding of the potty and the potty sessions for the children. So you show that video, not in the, like, what do you call, in the living room or in the family room. When she goes into the potty, put that video either on the sink or maybe opposite to her on a stool, and let her watch, so that it will be like an appropriate situation or the environment for her to watch the video at the same time. Do not force her, do not ask anything. So first resource is the social story, and the next resource is the video. And third resource is, you use the toilet training document as a kind of a model, and keep doing that for 6 months. And I think that will definitely help your child, because she's already halfway mark in urination in the toilet. So that is done. And the next one is 50% is bowel movements on the toilet without any hurdles or without making herself as a in a sticky position. So this is definitely going to help. And close the door and give her some time, and make sure that your toilet flushing sound will make a less sound. See if you can make that sound, whatever the sound comes, very less, and make her less distracted. And don't let others knock the door while she is in. Give her some space and see what happens. So
Yes.
you're doing 4 things. The last thing what I spoke is, give her some extra time, do not force her, and make sure that the whole surroundings is nice, peaceful, happy, getting herself relaxed on the potty, watching that video, at least listening to that video. She doesn't need to watch. She can, even if she cannot, if she's closing the ears, then that's different thing. If the ears are open, then definitely the whatever the sound coming from the toilet ring, she will, from that video, she's going to listen. One day she might not watch, tomorrow she might not watch, definitely she's going to watch one day. So we are providing the environment and surrounding, and we are providing the visual friendly, and we are giving the social story. And the fourth one is, we are going to follow the pattern for 6 months, so that she will go to party. And then in the same time, Xavier, I want you to give her extra fiber, more water, and more vegetables, and a good sleep, and the right amount of fluids for her, so that she doesn't need to sit on the potty for a long time without any having constipation problems. Okay.
Yes, sir. So one more
Do this.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, do 5 things for next 6 months. And how old is she, your daughter?
6.5 now.
6.5. Yeah, I think definitely I'm very much confident that you will see a major change if you follow these 5 things consistently, positively, for at least 4 to 6 months. I think by 7, she will definitely get this challenge overcome, and then the hurdle will be, and she will reach the milestone of toilet training.
Okay, so I'll try that, because when when there is a bowel movement in her, when she tries to pull inside, she totally
Yeah.
becomes pink. I assume she is trying to hold her breath also. So that's
Yeah.
why the whole body
That
turns red.
is why that is what the toilet training document says. You have to find the right time, that when, for example, if it is me, Xavier, I get the bowel movement at morning 5:30. So once I get addicted to that timing, the most of the problems are resolved. If I hold it, then I'll have a problem. If I'm not around near to the bathroom, then I'll have a problem. So first what we need to do is, you read the document which I'm going to send you.
Yeah.
After you join the group, you will understand what exactly I'm talking technically, how to train a child for a
Sure,
successful toilet training.
sure, I'll do that. There's one
Yes,
more.
it will have a sheet also. You took the toilet for your child at 9 o'clock. No, unsuccessful. 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30. So at one point of time, what happens is you'll have a successful bowel movement without any problem. Then if you get that pattern, okay, at this time she's going to get. If you have a right sleep pattern, good food habits, a good physical activity, your child will have a bowel movement around the 30 minutes interval time every day, whether it is morning or evening or afternoon. So that 30 minutes time is a key for you to make her go for bowel move for toilet successfully, without any other complications.
Okay. Okay, so there is
So
one more
just yeah.
doubt. Yeah. So actually, I was planning to apply for a Canadian PR. So does this autism spectrum would definitely we have something called the medical examination of the whole family.
Yeah.
So she's the only daughter I've got, and naturally she'll also be examined. So
Yeah.
would this she's mild autism? So would that be a hindrance for my PR application? If you have some insights.
I think that is that question you can post in the group. There are some parents from Canada. They might answer this question to you, because I don't have any right information on that at this time. You can definitely post that question in the group, and there are some parents who moved to Canada recently, and they are in the autism parents subgroup, and definitely you'll get an answer for that.
Sure. So if possible, could you please share me your group link on the group?
Sure.
And thank you so much, sir, for your time. Yes, sir. Praveen, sir, thank you so much for your time and guidance.
Yeah, no problem. It is nothing to do with my time or guidance. It's like I already have been in the same journey, in a different boat in the same ocean, and I know how things work in the autism world. I don't want any parent to try all the painful methods and make our children expose it to the what do you call exploitation. So that is my main goal. So I'm here to spread the awareness, to tell you that do not add extra pain to our children in terms of treatments, methods, diets. It is just like one life, and there is nothing you can change in this life at this moment. Even God cannot help us. We have to help ourselves. How to help ourselves? We have to hold our hands together and do this journey until we find a better world for our children in this life. That is my goal.
So when you talked about food, there were some of the doctors who suggested me that we should avoid milk and milk products for the baby. So
then your question should be why?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they were telling me.
No. Listen. The first question you should raise is why.
Okay, I mean, they said that will give her extra energy. That will simply increase her, hyperactivity. It seems that
what
was
is
the
hyperactivity? What is hyperactivity?
I mean, she's running around too much. I mean, that was one of.
You don't want your child to run around. Just cut her legs. Then you don't need to cut the food.
No, so actually they were telling avoid milk products like paneer and stuff like that, and some chocolates. And then I was a bit doubtful about the milk thing, because milk is definitely, I assume it's sufficient for the is required for the babies for her overall development, because it's a growing age.
No, what is happening here is, in Hindu mythology and Hindu books or any other religious books, there are so many myths and beliefs. Even I'm a Hindu and I believe in God, and it's not fair to tell a person who came for help to do the things which is not appropriate. For example, I'm in US. when I asked the same thing with the doctors who came from Harvard Medical School, and I did a lot of research in Google Scholar. I don't Google the things for medical things because there is another Google page for research, like googlescholar.com. You go into Google, search for Google Scholar. In Google Scholar, you will see all the research going on, not the business oriented. Like in Google, you say autism treatments, you'll get so much of business. But in Google Scholar, you will search, you will look for the information, what is going on in the scientific world. So what is happening here is the only one human body which is not replaceable is the brain. Okay, so if some children has food sensitivities like peanut allergy or lactose intolerance, they might have some discomfort within themselves, which might be more distracted for the children when they want to do something. Like if they want to do a puzzle and they'll have milk and they'll have lactose intolerance, and that will be like a gas for them, and they might be what do you call bloating in the stomach, and that's discomfort. So that is for lactose intolerance. That is happens in many children. Digestive issues are very much common in any children. So do not connect that with the autism. Autism is a neurological condition where your children, our children, thinks different. So don't change that. Why do you want to change that? Your skin color is different. My skin color is different. Why do you want to change that? So if you really want to change it, what you need to do, you need to put some moisturizing cream and make sure your skin is covered for the weather, for the pollution. That is what you have to do. Same thing for the autism. Since they have some developmental delayed milestones, for example, Xavier, there are like so many children standing in a line for a running race. If your child has fallen in the middle of the race, that means the problem might be the sand or the ground, or some might have pushed him or pushed her, or might be a problem in the neck or in the back or in the leg. So we need to identify what the problem is. Yeah, we identified the problem is autism. Doctor said, oh, they have a developmental delay, which is a pervasive developmental delay, which is a known developmental disorder. So which might be affecting the speech, it might be affecting the behavior, affecting the total communication, or maybe an issue with the sensory system. So once you identify where the problem is, what should you do? You need to support in terms of how the child will understand this. Like for example, you know what is 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. If you keep training your child what is 2 plus 2, what is 2 plus 2, they won't understand. Then you need to get four fruits or 4 vegetables or 4 pictures. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. So you have to cut down and then you make every instruction into a sequence of steps. Like if I say, Harshali, come on, we'll have dinner. Your child don't understand the same command. What should I tell if Harshali is a special needs child? I will go to her. I will sit on my knees. I will show the picture of the food I'm going to eat. And I will say, Harshali, we are going to eat chapati and the potato curry. Do you want to eat? And Harshali will look at me. And then I'll say, yes. Then I will hold Harshali's hand. I will come to the dining table. I will make Harshali sit on the chair. I will sit next to her. I will show the picture what I'm eating again. And then I will give 1 chapati to Harshali and I will 1 chapati for me. I will eat for myself. And then I will hold Harshali's fingers and hands. See, tear into small pieces. So hold the chapati like this. Even though she make all the mess, I don't care because she's learning. The more she learn, the more she fail, the more she will follow in the future. And then I will ask her to eat and I will show, look, hold it, open your mouth, put it in the mouth and chew. See how many sequence of steps in one command. And then once she is done, see, you have the water here, drink the water, get down, take the plate, hold like this, and then come here, put it in the sink, put the faucet on, see the hot water or cold water, wash your hands like this. So I will hold Harshali's hand. I will make her wash like this and then make the water go away from the hands and then take the towel or the paper towel, dry your hands, all done. See where you started and where it was at. So if it is a neurotypical child, we'll say, Harshali, go and eat the food, finish your food and go put the plate in the sink and wash your hands, all done. But you go with Harshali every second of the step. After 6 months, since you're talking about the same situation, what happens after 6 months? You don't need to go with her. You'll prompt her. You'll stand and say, go to the sink. You'll be showing the sink. So the sink picture will be on the wall. So you will know what is sink, what is faucet, what is water, what is cold water, what is hot water, what is plate, what is food, what is chapati, what is dining table, where is the dining room, all these things. See, for one particular thing, you have been giving lot of instructions, lot of information, lot of support, lot of visual friendly information. So which will make more adaptive to the children to understand one particular thing. Same thing with the refrigerator. There are so many things in the refrigerator, either chocolates or ice creams or snacks, whatever it is. So you do the same thing with the pattern. Open the refrigerator, take the stuff, put it on the table, close the refrigerator, and then take a bowl, put the stuff in the bowl, and then take the stuff again, open the refrigerator, put the stuff there, close the refrigerator. So more instructions, less sentences, more interaction, more visual friendly, more adaptive friendly. So this is the pattern. You don't need to do that for your life. It's only for if you identify your child has a developmental delay at the age of 2, you will be doing until 6 or 7. By 7, the new challenges will come. By 13, the new challenges will come. By 19, the new challenges will come. By 22, the new challenges will come. By 26, all done. Whatever the terms you use, behaviors, hyperactivity, running around, all things will calm down because your son or your daughter is adult. They knows how to eat the food. They knows how to ask the food. They knows how to sleep. They are toilet trained. Next, what do? You will take them to an independent living, working somewhere, small jobs, or staying at home, doing things at helping mom, helping fathers, doing like gardening the plant, watering the plants, doing the gardening, cutting the carrots, helping cleaning the vegetables, something. So that is how the life is for any special needs child in the world. The more you help in the young age, the more support you will get at your older age. And then after 20, 30 years, when slowly they're into 40s, then we can find the parents who are retired and you all can in the same community or in the same city, you can all get connected because we are all now building small support groups everywhere. Everybody knows what is available and the things are changing in the healthcare, in the technology. See, we don't know, we can interact with Alexa, we can interact with Google Home. We are getting the interactive TVs now. Smart TVs are becoming the interactive TVs. You don't need a remote anymore. You can touch the screen, what you want to watch, what you want to. So one day you might get a chip or you might get a device like a watch so that your son is hungry. The instructions will be on the TV. Nobody knows what is happening. It's a revolution. You're getting everything. Like you might buy a robo and that robo will take care of your child throughout his life. Like a father and a mother. Nobody knows. So, but positive way, we need to train our child to inclusively make our child into the all neurotypical people. So that is what my plan is. Every day I work with my child to make him better for tomorrow in terms of functional. He has to do things on his own. So, but every child is different, every family is different, every relation is different, every emotion is different. But we have to do our job as much as we can, depending on our resources, constraints, relations, and environment. And rest of things, nobody knows what happens tomorrow. Okay? Any other serious questions? It's almost like hours, 20 minutes. And if anybody have the questions, a different question, very serious, you can ask or you can post your questions in Autism Parents Hub or you can contact Harshali for any videos. Harshali Group SNIC Foundation has done a lot of interactive sessions with different professionals. So whenever you find some time, you can watch those videos and get if any information you're looking for. Please let me know in the group or you can send me a messenger message if you need any help. And if you have any serious questions now, I think Nagarjuna M and Miraj Tabasum is raising their hands and Omkar.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, sir. I'll not take much of the time. And first of all, we are fortunate. Yeah, we are fortunate to have you. I mean, really a lot of we are getting a lot of positive vibes. So the question is you have answered all the questions. I have a lot of questions and everything got answered. Just one question, sir. So my kid is 3.5. So yeah, so I like everyone they can't accept no. I mean, if you say no, he suddenly starts screaming and biting.
Yeah.
So but one special thing is now he slowly he's trying to escape. Actually, when I say escape, so we have a two-story building where grandparents are down and we are in the first floor. So whenever we say no to any mobile or something, he'll slowly escape downwards. Actually, it's like catching a cat and mouse thing. We have to catch him and bring him up again. So it's like he want to stay there only for the entire day. So a typical, he has that intelligence, but I don't know, this is a typical thing. Every day we are like cat and mouse chase only, like catching him, bringing
So
him up
where is he going?
to his grandparents, sir.
So his grandparents are living downstairs or in the same floor?
Yeah, downstairs. Yeah, in the downstairs.
Okay, basically he's manipulating. Somehow he got
Yes,
understood
yes,
that
yes.
he's getting what he want if you say no.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So the first thing I tell any family, including myself, sometimes I miss that with my wife and even my wife with me. So first thing what you need to do is create rules at home. Every family member who, no matter what, mom, dad, grandparents, relatives, whoever interactive with the child has to be in one line. That is create rules at home. That is the first thing you have to do. So if you provide an opportunity, giving him an attention for a negative behavior, and that would add more challenges in the future. And that is the second thing. Third thing is, do not hurt your child and do not scold your child in a bad way. Because what happens is, if your child becomes bigger, they will respond in the same way to you. And
Okay.
then any negative behaviors, do not pay attention to them. And tell your parents or your in-laws that this is what we are doing. He's a slow learner, and we have to help him for the next 10-15 years in a same consistent way from everybody. Seriously, very seriously. If they don't listen to you or they ignore you, take a serious decision. Tell them or bring them into one of these chit chats, and they will know the pain of the parents going through the situation. They need special education counseling. Special education counseling is what to do at home by every family member to support the child, to make the child in a better way for his future. Okay, that is the first thing. And second thing is, if possible, make your grandparents spend most of the daytime in the family as much as, because it's in the generalization concept. Like if you play with a puzzle for a few minutes, your wife play with the puzzle for a few minutes, and then your father or your mother play with the puzzle. So you can have definitely more time with him, with a social time. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Got it.
And then reward him for every positive behavior, and ignore his negative behavior, and use the teacher's voice. You know what is teacher's voice, Nagarjuna? Teacher's voice is a stern voice. Like if you say a very good boy, that should be in a positive note. No, that means it's a stern voice.
Got it, sir.
When I say no, and then don't give him attention. When he cries, don't give him attention. When he lie down on the floor, roll, meltdown, tantrum, no, all done.
Okay,
and you tell your family members that do not come into the picture until he's done.
Got it, sir. Got it. Yeah.
At the same time, put the music on in the TV, any music, a little bit higher volume.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
For example, my son, when he was 3-year-old, he will start crying in the car. And my mother-in-law, who come from India to US to spend some time, it's not easy for me to fight or to have a argument with her. So what I used to do is, when my son started crying for no reason, not like he's not hungry, he asked for something, and which is not, I cannot give at that moment. So I'll say, no, I'll give you after going home. And then he'll start crying. You know what I do? I'll just put the high volume in the car and the music, and even he's crying, he won't listen. He's crying also because the music is on right now.
Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
So after 5 minutes, he'll be done, and I'll put the volume down, and then he'll start crying, and then I'll put the volume again. So I do it 100 times, 100 times, 300 times. No, he won't cry anymore in the car. He knows that dad won't listen to me if I cry. There's no use.
Got it, sir. It's very
And
helpful, sir. Yeah.
yeah, and then do not give the phone to him. Give more toys. If your house has more toys, more puzzles, more music, more fun, and more activities and more interaction, anything, even you can play with the shaving cream. You can play with the rice. If you take a plastic, what do you call, any shower curtain, put it on the floor and leave some shaving cream and ask him to squeeze it. It's not easy to leave that sensory effect. In the same way, you put some sand, you put some what do you call, powder, put some rice, ask him to take some rice from one bowl to another bowl, ask him to do like play with the ice blocks, ice cubes, put some ice cubes in a bowl, ask him to squeeze those ice cubes. There are so many interactive play items which were shared in the group. So you can use that link, hundreds of play ideas just at home using the kitchen items.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah. So
Thank
if
you
you want,
so much, sir.
I can post that again today so that you all guys can see in the okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Time for one question, Harshali.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Ma'am, actually, I want to talk.
Yes, Gurpreet.
Sir, hi. My daughter is 6 years old and she's having now mild autism. पहले उसको moderate autism था 3 years ago. तो अभी the problem is she is very obsessed with the colors. Like मतलब कितनी therapies में करवा चुकी हूँ लेकिन ये चीज नहीं जा रही है कि वो क्या करती है कि कहीं भी जाती है तो वो किसी भी चीज में कलर्स ढूंढ लेती है और उसी को मतलब देख के खुश होती रहती है. क्लोथ्स में कलर्स देखती है, मतलब किसी पिक्चर में कलर्स देखती है, बुक ओपन करती है तो उसमें कोई इमेज बनी है उसमें से कलर्स ढूंढती है. तो ये चीज सर कैसे ठीक की जाए?
Gurpreet, what is your problem then? If your child is very much passionate about the colors, what is your problem?
Sir, actually, मतलब I have heard कि like she is going into her world. अगर वो ऐसा कर रही है तो
No. What you have to do is, she is very much interested in the colors. That means she has a lot of interest in the arts and painting. So you go and buy all the colors and see if you can help her in training her in drawing, coloring. There's a lot of skills you can develop for your child in terms of colors.
अभी सर मैं एक्चुअली वही चीज कर रही हूँ कि मतलब डेली मैं उसको कलरिंग करवाती हूँ, उसका लेवल भी बढ़ा रही हूँ मैं कलरिंग का, पर वो कलरिंग में इतना इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है. वो कलर्स को ओपन करके देखती है, फिर बॉक्स में डालती है, फिर ओपन करती है, फिर बॉक्स में डालती है.
So what I want you to do is, do you know the hand paints? Do you know the hand paints, Gurpreet?
Yes.
Yeah, go and buy the hand paints and buy the construction papers and make sure that she put her hand in the colors like yellow, and then ask her to print the hand. Okay. And buy all the things, the beads, like you go buy the beads of different colors and ask her to categorize yellow beads in one box, red beads in one box, orange beads in one box. Okay.
Yes.
Teach her everything in terms of the colors, the counting, the categorizing, the sorting, the painting, the drawing, the color. Get all the crayons which is different colors and ask her to write something or paint something or what do you call, color something. Make sure that she has more fun with the colors. Put all the YouTube videos talking about the colors in the cake, like baking. You know, when you have the baking ideas, go into put the TV on, go into youtube.com and search for baking. What do you call that? There was a word for the cake, cake decorating ideas, and she will see a lot of colors in that. And why don't you bake a cake at home and ask her to put different colors on that?
Okay.
Yeah, you use that as a strength. It is not a problem. It is a strength where you can make your child in better way in terms of color. Nobody knows, she's might going to design some sarees in the future after 20 years. Nobody knows.
Okay. Yeah, she like makeup too. मतलब मुझे देखती है makeup करते हुए. When I do the makeup, she like that thing also.
You'll go search in the YouTube that the coloring ideas, cake baking coloring. Search for everything related to the coloring. You will see so many ideas.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You can do a lot of arts and crafts with the colors also. You can make some paintings. You can make some. Ask her to sit at one place, because you need to find some positive time. Don't see if all these days you are seeing that how to avoid that. Now you have to see how to involve in that.
Okay, sir.
You do it for yourself first. First you do the work. You start the work. She will join you.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you learn painting. You learn coloring, and you do it, and she will join you.
ठीक सर, एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन ये था कि अभी क्या है कि कम्युनिकेशन इसका नहीं आ पा रहा है, नीड बेस्ड वर्बल ये हो चुकी है, और जैसे अगर नॉट मी ओनली, कोई बाहर से भी कुछ भी पूछता है तो आंसर दे देती है इफ शी नोज द आंसर, नहीं तो वन वर्ड में देने की कोशिश करती है, मतलब थोड़ा करती है कि नहीं पता उसको। पर अभी I have heard from some parents कि आप घर पे बच्चे के साथ continuously बात करते रहो, मतलब ऐसे pretend करो आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो तो बोलो कि मैं खाना बना रही हूँ, मैं अब खा रही हूँ। तो इससे क्या हो रहा है कि बच्चा repetitive behavior आ रहा है इसके अंदर, मतलब जो मैं बोल रही हूँ वही repeat कर रही है, पर उससे क्या हो रहा है कि अभी few days में मैंने ये देखा है कि मेरे कुछ words इसने copy कर लिए जो मैंने सिखाए भी नहीं, और इसने खुद से बोलना शुरू कर दिया। तो मुझे ये चीज करनी चाहिए कि नहीं करनी चाहिए?
करना चाहिए. You have to do that. That's basically, that's the first step. Your child is listening to you. Your child is following you. Second thing is you have to do the intervention. Like for example, I'll say, what is your name? If she repeats the same thing, what is your name? That means she is not processing the question. She is not understanding that is a question.
Okay.
Because from the childhood, what we do to our children is we will ask them to repeat what we say. Say, Nana, apple. Say apple, apple. So they're repeating apple here. And suddenly you are asking, what is this? What is this means? She's saying, what is this? Because that is how we trained our children in terms of speech.
Right.
So now you have to change the whole structure of communication. What you need to do is take a picture. Ask, write the word here. Write the question here. What is this? Ask her to read, what is this? You read, what is this? And show finger on the apple. So she will listen and she will answer. Always show the pictures, that will help.
Right.
Okay?
The problem is, sir, अगर मैं उसको कोई picture दिखाती हूँ,
listen. Gurpreet. Take this as a fundamental thing, even for the other parents also. Ask the question, show the answer. Listen, everybody. Ask the question, show the answer. Show me your mom, and show the answer. So you are asking the question, show me your mom, and you are pointing finger on mom's picture. So what is this? Apple. What is this? Banana. So this fundamental. When you are asking a question, show the answer, so that after repetitive speech drills, when you do the speech drill, you will ask a question. The second thing is touch the nose, sit down, stand, arms up. Can you tell me what is this? Phone. Can you tell me what is this? Cup. And then immediately, what color is this? So you will have speech. If your child has verbal communication and getting some words, see if you can have a speech drill, especially when they ask you, they want ice cream, they want food, they want to go out. Oh, you want to go out? Let's play this first and then we'll go out. So what is the game? Every time they answer something, praise them, appreciate them, give them a hug, tickle them, kiss them. So the response should be always in a very high motivative factor. Most of our parents are doing just like training or teaching, not interacting. Okay, Gurpreet. So Gurpreet, I want you to bring all the hand.
The kid is repeating the things like
that is what I said. She is repeating because you are make her repeating from the childhood. You did not question her. Right now you are questioning.
No, if I ask the question, she answers me. But जैसे मैं क्या कर रही हूँ पूरी डेली लाइफ में मैं कुछ भी काम कर रही हूँ मैं रिपीट कर रही हूँ ताकि वो सुने और मेरे साथ वो रिपीट कर रही है. बट इफ आई आस्क हर कि मम्मी क्या कर रही है, देन वो रिपीट नहीं करती, वो सीधा जवाब देती है कि मम्मी कुकिंग कर रही है.
It will come, Gurpreet. Slowly it will come. You interact more like this every day and read the pictures. You know the comprehensions. Gurpreet, I'll give you an idea here. Since you're more concerned about repeating, can you write small stories every day? Very small stories. Say, Gurpreet Kaur, your mom went to the grocery store to buy 6 bananas.
ठीक है.
That is one story. Okay, and then ask her to read it, or if she cannot read it, you read it like Gurpreet Kaur went ask her to read. Gurpreet Kaur went to grocery store to buy 6 bananas. The story is done, right?
Okay.
And now ask her the question, who is your mom here? She has to say Gurpreet Kaur. And next question, what did she bought from the grocery store? 6 bananas. What fruit she bought? Bananas. Where does she go? Grocery store. See, you have one single line comprehension. You are giving asking her 6 questions here.
Right. I got it, sir. Thank you so much. Yes.
Write like this of 100 stories. Every day new story, one line.
Yeah. Daily life में भी बना सकते हैं कि अभी मम्मी कहाँ गई थी किचन में, मम्मी ने क्या बनाया.
Especially how many chapatis she made. Can you count? So she will count 10 chapatis. Write down 10 chapatis.
Memory भी increase होगी sir इसकी.
Absolutely. Good. You got it, Gurpreet. Thank you very much. You made my life easy. Yeah.
So can we wrap up today's session? Yeah. Yes. It's quite late.
We'll do it next time.
Next time, yes. Or in the meanwhile, I have posted Autism Parent Hub's link, parents in chat box. Do join and post your question there. You will definitely get answers from the parents. So thank you so much, Praveen sir. As usual, I mean, you are.
Thanks to you, Harshali. You are the bridge between parents who are looking for help, and you always ask me like, Praveen sir, we have to put this, we have to start this, we have to set up a meeting, because many parents are asking me the questions. So you are the one. So every parent should be thankful to Harshali for bringing me here and bringing you guys here. So all the parents, before we wrap up, I want to tell you that don't worry too much for tomorrow. Always see that God has given this responsibility to do this job in this life, and you cannot escape. Even though some parents do all bad, like kind of bad things, like suicides, sending the children away, leaving the children. No, it's not going to help, because you have to come back again, do the same thing. This is as many times as you're born, but you have to finish this job only one time. Okay, because God has given this life for us to do this job. No matter how rich you are, no matter where you live, no matter what you do, everybody has problems. Pain is relative. Some parents has more pain, some parents has less pain, but it doesn't mean that they're lucky. It means that they have to do an extra job somewhere else. Because I know a parent who has 2 children, 2 are blind, 1 with autism. See the situation. And I know one family who has autism, who cannot walk, who cannot move, and will be in the wheelchair. So the pain is relative, and we have to take everything in a positive direction. And whatever the job you do at work, in office, or what the business you do, in the same way, take this job also as a part-time job, and for at least 5 minutes of your time, and then rest of the time leave your child alone. Let him run, let him do whatever he wants. You cannot stop it. And do not follow any non-evidence based, and do not follow any myths and beliefs which is not appropriate for your child. Okay, if there is any groundbreaking thing, it will be in every news channel for the whole day, because it's not like one person or one family. Millions and millions and millions of families all over the world who has children with autism and ADHD. Okay.
Sure, sir. Very well said. With that, we'll take a leave and we'll wrap up today's session. Let's meet again in few days. We'll come back again with this kind of interactive session. Yeah. Okay. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye, sir. Good day.